on either short side or just glove side in general. He is a big-time goalie, plays for Michigan State in the Big Ten, and he has been phenomenal this year, making them the #1 team in the NCAA for a decent chunk of the season. But I think he has really struggled in his tournament. A lot of it has been a little deep in the net, and the glove side has been a challenge.
Well, I look at it a little differently. It's his third year here. This was ho-hum the first 3 games. So I think now he starts to get serious. Now you see the real goalie come to play.
Nothing ho-hum about USA and Canada. It's a big one tonight, to say the least. And for more on this one, we send it up to the guys calling the game in Ottawa tonight, EJ and Tony, to get their take on tonight's tilt.
Happy New Year from Ottawa. What better way, Tony, to ring in a new year than with a battle between the U.S. and Canada here at the World Juniors. It's the 12th meeting on New Year's Eve between the clubs, and we haven't seen it since 2016.
There's no better place to be than here tonight if you're a hockey fan. Yep. And to finish off 2024 with these two teams, two great nations going head-to-head with all that skill on the ice. We got 16 first-rounders. We got great goaltenders. We got great coaching. Yep. And we got 2 teams that love to win. So it's going to be an intense battle that buckle up wherever you're at and get ready for this one.
And we got 18,000 crazy fans here tonight at the Canadian Tire Center. It should be just mayhem here. They've had some great games in the past. The Americans won the last time they played on New Year's Eve, 3-1. Nice job there by Jordan Greenway with a goal and 2 assists. Joseph Wall was in net. We'll see if the Americans can do it again tonight.
Yeah, we got great players like that in the game tonight. James Higgins, who might be the first pick in the draft coming up. How about Carter George in net for Canada? Hasn't given up a goal in this tournament. 2 shutouts.
Yep. He's doing well.
Not bad.
He's doing
not
well.
bad.
Well, the Americans, will see if they can den them tonight. It's the Americans, the Canadians, USA, and Canada right here coming up next.
All right, fellas, thank you very much. Rest those voices. You're going to need it. It is going to be electric up there. In Ottawa, the site of tonight's game, USA, Canada. What better way to send 2024 packing and ring in the new year? The opening face-off from Ottawa is coming up next.
Everyone gets a welcome offer. So whether you're courtside trying to hit the over or up here trying to hit the under, or hit.
What's up, hockey fans? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's to you and to your family. I hope the best for everyone in 2025. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, the USA and Canada. I am so fired up. I am so excited. This is the best game of the year every year on New Year's Eve. Let's get after it. Come on. I want to see that same excitement with the like button and sharing this link out so we can get more Canada fans here in the chat cheering on the red and white. Now let's get back to the hockey. Thanks for sharing it out, and thanks for hitting that like button. Thumbs up. We'll see you back in there.
All right, USA and Canada coming up, meeting for the 50th time, all-time, in the World Junior Championships. Take a look at the last 5 meetings between these 2 countries and alternating the last 3 meetings. You can see Canada won in 2023 in the semifinal. Team USA beat them in 2021 to take gold 2-0. Canada won the previous meeting before that. So who takes it tonight? That is yet to be determined. For more, we send it out to JP Morosi with Team USA head coach David Carl.
Jamison, thanks. Happy New Year, and Happy New Year, David. We're here. First place in the group at stake. One of the great rivalries in sports. What have you seen from your players as they get ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I think they're very excited. A lot of focus in them. A little bit longer day than we're used to here, so it's our first night game. But I think the guys are dialed in and excited for this rivalry and everything that's at stake.
Finland had 44 shots on goal Sunday. What is the key to reducing that number here against Canada tonight?
We'll try not to take 6 penalties again. Start with that. A lot of their shots we're up because of that. And then, our rush D and how we track back into our running can be better. So we need to do a better job with our reloads and our D gaps, try and deny them entry and try and get that shot volume down.
Danny Nelson, such a versatile forward, plays a great 200-foot game. How does that style of play allow you to maybe pair him with different types of wingers during the course of a tournament?
Yeah, I think he's kind of a Swiss Army knife, does it all, both special teams, offensively, defensively. So he's a big part of our team, and big compliments to him. And we need him to be good tonight. I think his style of game will shine in a game like tonight.
Trey Augustine has done so much winning at the World Juniors in his career. He's coming off his first loss in this tournament in nearly 2 years. But what is the value of experience for Trey in a game like this?
Yeah, I think a lot. He's played in big games and big moments throughout his time on this team, and certainly will be leaning on that experience tonight.
And finally, looking at Canada, they have not yet allowed an even strength goal in this tournament. What's the key to getting to their defense in that respect here tonight? Yeah,
I think it's using our speed, our puck support, coming up the ice, possessing some pucks in the offensive zone, and they're an excellent team, very well coached, so it's going to be a big challenge for us, but we're excited for it.
David, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Great, thank you.
Jamison, back to you.
All right, JP, thank you very much. So David Carl rolling out this lineup tonight. Star, a little bit different than what we've seen in the past.
So Svoboda moving into that fourth line really anchors that fourth line, gives them much more of a presence on the dot in the defensive zone. Nelson in the middle of Moore and Ziemer. That's the ground game line that David referred to. They're the ones that are going to be offensive zone possession, punch along the walls, ground game, grind the D.
All right, it's going to be a fun one. Like we said, Group A, the top spot up for grabs tonight. Let's send it up to Ottawa to EJ and Tony for the call of the game. Guys.
Welcome to the Canadian Tire Center. Happy New Year. Wherever you're watching tonight here on the NHL Network. EJ Raddick, Tony Granato, JP Morosi downstairs, and we have got a great battle tonight. Team Canada, Team USA, the last game of the preliminary round. A lot at stake. Here's a look at the line combinations and D pairs. Trey Augustine will be in net to start this one for Team USA. A little bit of a shuffle from Coach David Carl in this game tonight. There's Trey Augustine, college hockey at Michigan State, gold medalist last year for Team USA. And for Canada, Carter George, perfect in this World Juniors, 2-0 with 2 shutouts. Hasn't allowed a goal thus far. There's David Carl behind the U.S. bench. Won a gold medal last year, the 35-year-old from Anchorage, Alaska, coach at the University of Denver. And Dave Cameron behind the bench for Team Canada, his 3rd World Juniors. He won gold in 2022. Get ready, Tony.
Here we go.
Got to be pumped up, right?
Oh, my, what a building. What the energy in this building is like a Stanley Cup final game here.
And you can see there, getting ready for that opening face-off. The referee is giving the signal. Referees for tonight, Andres Ansons. He's going to drop the puck. Christopher Holm. And then the lines people, Ani Haudemaki and Anders Nyquist. So we are underway from Ottawa. The last day of 2024, and this crowd is already into it, Tony.
Yep.
I think they might have been into it at about 2 o'clock this afternoon.
It started well before the puck drop, that's for sure.
Long stretch ahead. Flip into the zone by Howe. Tanner Howe, and out comes the other way. Ziemer tries to chip it out, and the puck does bounce out in the neutral zone. David Carl talked about playing smart today against Team Canada. They defend well, and they reload quickly. Don't feed into it.
It's important, and he also talked about puck management, and he was concerned through the neutral zone the first few games. They've been sloppy with it. They haven't gotten pucks behind the D like this play here. Just get it behind the D, get a forecheck going, and try to establish a little bit in the offensive zone.
Behind now, spinning the other way, it's Cal Ritchie. Cal Ritchie played in the NHL already this year. He played 7 games with the Colorado Avalanche and looked really good as doing it. He had a goal against Ilya Sorokin. Not so bad against the Islanders back in October. But he's here tonight for Team Canada. They go low to high. Down the wall, shot towards the net, stopped in front. And Augustine had it, just kind of lost it, but it's cleared out of harm's way. Goes all the way down, and we'll get an icing. Let's take a look at this first opportunity, Tony.
Yeah, and I think Canada will be looking to get a lot of pucks in that. They've watched the games. Trey looked a little bit off in his first couple games, and so they're going to test him. They're going to throw pucks at him from different places. You can see this one wristed to the net, little rebounds out there as Catton rips one to the net with traffic in front. There's that loose puck that Hudson's able to skate out of trouble.
So now Leonard's going to take the draw for Team USA against Catton. Off the draw, the Americans win it. Hudson. They try to chip it out. Canadians keep it alive, and now it's batted into the neutral zone. Just underway, about 90 seconds into this one. It was something when the Canadians came out of the tunnel, the crowd just went nuts.
And when the Americans came out, what happened?
They were not as nuts.
Okay.
But that's what we expect.
Yeah,
these are great rivals now. It's a sign of respect.
Absolutely.
If they don't fear you, they're not booing you. Here's Hensler, tries to move it up the wall. James Higgins is there. The freshman at BC, the Americans' leading scorer thus far. Back to the point, turned over. Now Catton tries to come around. Catton spins back, throws it to the middle. Goes all the way across. Gauthier loses that puck. And picked up there by Ralph. Colin Ralph. To Connolly, his shot gloved by Carter George, and he holds on. And this has been a great rivalry. There's no question about it, especially over the last, 20 years or so. You could see the 50th meeting at the World Juniors between these two teams. The Canadians, they piled up a lot of wins in the 80s, 90s, even the early 2000s. But really, Team USA, they've won 5 of the last 7. So this has evened out quite a bit.
It has, and the Americans have come a long way. They've made a lot of changes in some of their development strategies to lead to the development and growth of hockey in the United States of America. And because of that, these players can play with anybody now.
Here's Max Plant behind the net, tries to throw it in front. Goes to Gauthier, and he's coming the other way. Gauthier to center. Cataford throws it to the net, and it's gloved down there by Augustine. And now we get a little pushing and shoving in front. Not to be unexpected.
A lot of that tonight.
And look for Gauthier 20 to get in there. He likes to mix it up.
Yeah, and you see the Canadians here get a little bit of an outnumbered attack. They kick the puck out wide, and you see Cataford a little easy backhand wrister for Trey to get a hold of and get a whistle, and then you can see in front of the net, Menidian make sure he clears out. And both coaches and these players all think tonight's going to be a physical game. Physical's great, but under control is more important. You don't want to run yourself out of position and give an outnumbered attack. Both these teams have great speed, and you certainly don't want to run yourself into penalty trouble.
And that was something that hurt them, Team USA, against Finland. Bunch of penalties in that one, and some of those penalties were really of the undisciplined variety.
Yes.
Got to clean those up.
And David Carl was concerned about that. And he said, if we're going to have success in this tournament, we got to be much more disciplined and recognize situation, score, and who you're playing against.
Now remember, this is not an elimination game tonight. It's the final game of the preliminary round, but it does have a lot of significance into how the quarterfinal matchups will set up. We'll talk more about that as we go through the evening, but the winner, we know this much, the winner will play Switzerland on the 2nd of January. And as for the loser, it depends upon how the game turns out here. So we'll update that as we go.
Yes.
Here's Bouillon, a little shimmy shake up high.
He's dancing.
Tries to turn through the middle, knocked off his stick. Akey tries to get it out of the zone and does.
And that was a situation there when he made that first move and he dropped two defenders to him. It's time to chip it through and let somebody down low find that puck and try to outnumber at the net.
Moore threw it through, and it was knocked up over the net by Nelson, and then Carter George just grabs that one out of the air and he holds on.
Very poised goaltender, Carter George. And one of the things as this game moves along that we're going to see, he moves the puck as well as the defenseman. And this is a little innocent play up and over the net. He finds it, gets his glove on it, knows to take that whistle. But like I was saying, he is incredible with the puck. He took a shot at an empty net a couple games ago when they were
against
up 2-0 against Germany and just missed. So great with the puck.
Carter George, when he wears the Canadian sweater in international play, is 12-0. And he was the huge difference maker in the under-18s that took place earlier in the year. Team USA was leading that game 3-1, Tony. It could have been 6 or 7-1. This young man right here, Carter George, an LA Kings draft pick, 2nd rounder. He was brilliant in keeping his team in it. The Americans got into some penalty trouble. The Canadians rallied. They ended up winning that game 6-4. But Carter George has been a force in international play. We'll see if Team USA can put a few dents in the armor.
Yeah, I've been trying to find a weakness. I haven't found one, but he's just poised back there. He covers a lot of net. When you look at the net, it's hard to find a spot to shoot at. And like I said, that poise and puck control also helps him relieve a lot of pressure when pucks are thrown at him.
Here's a turnover now. Ziemer taking a look. Ziemer looks, fires, and just misses on the short side. Brody Ziemer's had a good tournament so far, and he gets moved around the lineup a little bit. Coach Carl he figures anybody who plays with him is going to be fine.
And I agree. I have been very impressed that he's been one of the best forwards in the tournament. His speed has been good. He's been going to the net hard. He's been physical but under control, and really disciplined when he does go through his checks.
Here's Moore now. He tries to pass it through the middle. Knocked away, and Ritchie comes away with it. Gets it ahead to Cowan, back to Ritchie. Gets it over to Bonk. Tries to throw it through. Good defensive play. Good stick work there by Kleber. And it comes out of the zone. The Canadians will regroup. Canadians missing Matthew Schaefer, who was injured in their second game. Skated right into the net, and he ended up breaking a collarbone, and he's out for the tournament, so we wish Matthew nothing but the best.
Yes, we do. There's a little turnover by Canada. They can't afford to do this. This gives Ziemer a great opportunity there. He tries to go short side, just over the pad and under the glove, and the blocker just misses. Maybe caught a little bit of George's stick there.
Off the draw comes to Leonard with a shot. Deflected wide on the short side. Leonard, Washington Capitals draft pick, the captain of this team. And also a standout for BC among those 6 BC players, Boston College players that are on this team. Long stretch. Bonk plays it behind the net. And you are right, that is the son of Radek Bonk, who played a lot of his career here with the Ottawa Senators.
Yep, great NHL player. Must be thrilled for him to see his kid in a tournament like this.
Oliver Bonk, a draft pick of the Philadelphia Flyers. Here's a chance for Dickinson, throws it through. They throw a good stick there by Cole Eiserman coming through as the Canadians look like they had a good opportunity. Really good back-checking shift there by Eiserman. Here comes Hagens now, knocked off his stick. Goes behind the net. Good stick work there by Caden Price. Moves it ahead to Boudoin, and now up to Catton. Catton on the off-wing side, pulls up, looking for help. Nobody there. Colin Ralph takes it and throws it through into the neutral zone.
Good start to this game by both teams on being smart with their puck decisions, and you can see the skating skill and speed that both these teams have.
Here's Gavin McKenna with a shot. Keep an eye on him. 9 in red. Not eligible for the draft until 2026. And he's already thought to be a clear-cut #1 pick a couple of years from now. So that tells you where he's at.
Looks like it to me. He's certainly done to be in a tournament like this that is generally for older players. He has not only played well, but every time he's on the ice, he makes something special happen.
So now it's Brnovik with it. He just winds it in, takes a bump, goes past the goaltender Carter George. Durant's tried to throw it through. Here's Bouillon now walking in, gets it across. Tried to hit Plant there, but it was in his feet. And here's McKenna now with some speed. Throws it ahead. McKenna will go for a change. Bouillon ends up with it for Team USA. Plant at center. Puck kicks around there in front of the scorer's table. The battle continues. And nice work by Luchenko, but then he turned it over and just thrown back in the zone by Brnovik. He'll go for a change. More than 6.5 minutes gone by here in period #1. Scoreless on New Year's Eve from Ottawa. E.J. Radek and Tony Granado along with J.P. Morosi wishing you all the best on New Year's Eve. Here comes Oliver Moore. He drops it for Plant. To the corner, throws it through. A quick opportunity there by Nelson. Missed. Another one goes up in the air and then out of the zone.
Nice little play by Plant as he slows up and allows Nelson to get in the play. Finds him late in the slot. Nelson just missed his shot.
Cole Hudson gets knocked down. Here comes Canada the other way. The puck knocked off the stick there of Minio. And now Hudson the other way. Hudson driving to the net. His shot off the post. Cole Hudson got knocked down behind the play. Ends up getting a good break and a good chance. Now here's Canada coming back the other way. Pass across just in the skates there of Jagger. Team captain for Canada. Long stretch ahead now to Hagens. James Hagens takes a look between his feet. Backhand off the side of the net. Price with it for Canada behind his own cage. Here's Easton Cowan, Toronto Maple Leaf pick. Just flips a high shot into the zone. Canada try to get the forecheck going, but good work by the Americans to move it out. Puck up now to Cowan on the left side. Little chip back to Ritchie. Here's Ritchie with some speed through the neutral zone. Pulls up. Tries to go around behind the net. Tried to slip it through to the front, but couldn't do it. Ritchie on the puck again. Watched there by Team USA defense. Ralph was there. He's on it. The battle continues in the corner.
We're going to see a lot of these puck battles and stick battles in the corner. That's for sure tonight.
Logan Hensler just tries to muscle it out. He gets it ahead to Perreault, who gets it to center. The puck gets just fired back in. The Canadians go for a change. Long stretch ahead, tipped in by Perreault. And now we got two players down near the benches engaged with one another. It's Cowan. The referee's between him, Cowan and Leonard battling, and now we get a whistle. So they'll be separated. We'll sort it out. It's a beautiful New Year's Eve here in Ottawa. We're scoreless in the first.
This telecast of the IIHF World Junior Championship is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now and track every detail of the World Junior Championships.
Join millions worldwide on hockey's #1 destination. Follow any league, team, or talent. Track all trades and compare the players shaping the game. Elite Prospects.
What's up, hockey fans? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. The best night of this tournament, which is one of the best tournaments in the world ever, the World Junior Hockey Championships. Tonight, we have the United States against Canada. It doesn't get any bigger than this, ladies and gentlemen. Every New Year's Eve, we get together for USA and Canada in this tournament, and it never disappoints. Now's the time. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Let's see how many people from all over the world are gathering here cheering on Team Canada or the USA. If, you know, let's see those flag emojis, city and state. If you're in the USA, you're going down tonight, USA. Let's go, Canada. Back to the hockey. Thanks for letting us know where you're watching from.
Up in front of the benches.
Yeah, you can see both players there going back for changes, seeing a color of another jersey in front of you and making a little bumps to each other, letting each other know that this is going to be a battle all the way through these 60 minutes of hockey. And I think, again, the most disciplined team and the team that stays focused will be the team that comes out on top. So being aggressive, being physical is a smart thing, but when you get out of control and cost you penalties or you run out of position to create that physicality, that's the team that's going to get himself in trouble.
Off the draw, USA with the puck. Benedian throws it behind the net. Americans hoping to be better in the circle. We talked to David Crow before the game. He didn't like, they just didn't do well in the face-off circle against the Finns. They're hoping for a better performance today against Team Canada. You win the draw, you win possession, right, Tony?
It's an easier game when you got the puck to start. And they moved Sabota, who did really well on the penalty kill on the face-off, to center to take more draws today as well.
Here's Connolly with a shot, blockered up over the net. Americans looking to create time here in the zone. Stiga, he loses. And Bonk is away and now gets knocked off his stick by Stiga. Tries to get it in front. They couldn't connect on that. McKenna is back for Canada. Stops behind his net. 17-year-old Gavin McKenna. Long stretch ahead. And they get a whistle there. And now, once again, the players have to be separated. The IIHF World Junior Championship returns to the U.S. next year for the tournament's 50th anniversary, and all session ticket packages are on sale now. Don't miss out on your chance for the best seats. Act now and see the top players in the world competing for gold in St. Paul and Minneapolis in the great state of hockey. To learn more, visit 2026.worldjunior.hockey. That's 2026.worldjunior.hockey. Should be a great tournament next year in Minneapolis and St. Paul. 50th anniversary of this great tournament.
It is a special tournament for those watching your first one. You're going to get hooked and be with us for many, many years and be part of this tournament.
And here's a chance for Plant. He shovels a backhand. Stopped by Plant. It was loose in the blue paint and kind of trickled through. And now Canada comes the other way. They try to slip it through. Can't do it there. And now Swoboda comes up with it for the Americans. Swoboda to center. Drops it off. Big hit along the wall. Plant over there, 22 in white. And now the puck gets cleared out. Cleaver fires it in. Danny Nelson in on it. Notre Dame standout. Islander draft pick. Moore tries to come away with it. There's Ziemer in there. The Canadians fight it off and get it through the middle. Puck gets shot in all the way around by Nadeau. Nadeau fires it back around the other way. Molendijk chipping in behind the net. 6 in red. Party of 4 or 5 in the corner there. Get it up high to Gibson. He shoots one, glove down by Augustine. He holds on. Good job. So there's Andrew Gibson. Canadians and Americans scoreless.
This telecast of the IIHF World Junior Championship is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now and track every detail of the World Junior Championships.
Join players, scouts, and coaches on hockey's largest platform, where players showcase their game and recruiters uncover new talents. Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Get the app now.
Are your headlights cloudy and oxidized, making your car look bad? Are they underperforming when you need them most? Cerakote's Headlight Restoration Kit restores weathered headlights back to like new and keeps them that way for life. Stop wasting your time with solutions that don't last. Cerakote's kit includes everything you need to go from this to this. Simply wipe away oxidation, give them a light sanding, and apply the ceramic coating. That's it. The True Ceramic technology does the rest. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today.
Nobody covers the game like us. This is NHL Network.
The World Juniors 12 years ago, and the memory of Johnny and his brother Matthew is with the Americans at this year's event. The Gaudreau name is represented with a decal on each player's helmet, and Johnny's jersey and nameplate are in the U.S. dressing room.
So thanks, JP. Of course, we're always thinking of the Gaudreaus. Such a sad, tragic event with Matthew and Johnny perishing in that accident.
I think every time I see an American sweater from this day forward, I'll be thinking of the Gaudreaus.
I would imagine that Guy and Jane are watching. Johnny's parents back home, and want to wish them all the best. Canadians now working the puck behind the American cage. Comes up to Molendijk. Spins away. Throws it back behind the net. We got a man down in front for Team USA. The shot goes wide. William is down. Very slow to get up right now. He got knocked down. Canada looking to take advantage of the play to the net. Just deflected wide. Ziemer up with it. William going very slowly and kind of readjusting his helmet. Getting back into it now. Here's Molendijk coming down the off-wing side. Throws it in front. Good opportunity there for Baudouin. Just couldn't finish.
Baudouin had an empty net if he could get a stick on that.
Keep an eye on Zeev Buium. He got knocked down in front. It took him a while to get his bearings. Canadians trying to ramp up the hitting here a little bit. Played a little more than 12 minutes in period number 1. Scoreless. Team Canada, Team USA, and you can see the hitting is picking up for Team Canada. That's probably part of the strategy. We'll see how things unfold. Chance blocked down. One of the Americans gets knocked up in the air, and we get a penalty for a trip.
And as you might expect, the fans here in Ottawa do not like the call.
Here's some of the ones that didn't get called first, Tony. You can take a look at these as Dickinson heads to the box.
There's Cowan in front of him in that move. Ooh, that's a pretty nasty cross check there that he got away with. Zee's complaining there, saying he got one in the back of the neck.
And here's the penalty.
Just goes flying. He did a Superman impression there.
He went flying. Landed awkwardly, too. But Dickinson in the box. Team USA on the power play. Team USA has only scored twice on the power play so far. Let's see if they can get something moving here. Comes back to Hudson. Takes a look. Fires. It just misses on the far side. It goes all the way down.
Yeah, I think the U.S. team would like to get more shots at the net, give those guys at the net front and then the bumper spot a few chances for rebounds, and Hudson just missed the net there.
Maybe establish the shot a little bit more, Tony, to open up the
best way to do it.
Here's Connolly. Back to Hudson. Takes a look. Through. One-time opportunity. Stop there. It was Eisenman with the shot. Nice play by Hudson. Moving in. High slide. He scores! Cole Hudson with the power play goal. And Team USA takes the early lead. It's 1-0.
And Cole Hudson scored a goal very similar to that earlier in the tournament as he was walking across the top of the circle. For a defenseman, this kid shoots the puck really well, and he's having one heck of a tournament. He had 5 points in the first game, then had a goal in the second game, and here's his second goal as he gets to the middle of the ice. He gets to a shooting area and goes posting in on the far side. Replay again. I mean, that's one heck of a shot. He's pretty excited with his celebration. They think he's trying to quiet the crowd down.
It's the first goal that has been scored on Carter George in this tournament through 2+ games now. And Canada's only given up 3 goals in the tournament. Now they've all been power play goals.
Yes. And so what was the thing that we were talking about all day? Which team can be most disciplined and not give the other team a chance on the power play? And obviously the Americans and the U.S. team here were able to capitalize and take the lead.
It did seem like it was, you know, that Team Canada really wanted to ramp up the physical play for a couple of shifts there, and they were lucky to get away with one of them with Cowan hitting Bouillon. And they end up getting the tripping penalty, and Team USA makes them pay. Now Canada with the puck. Price throws it back behind the goal line. Ralph chasing. There's Leonard over there. Chips it ahead. And comes out of the zone, and we get a whistle and an offside.
Here is another look at the goal. You can see Hudson goes across ice, and Eiserman, who has a big shot from that spot, is able to pound on that. Rebound comes out. USA recovers it. Hudson finds the middle of the ice, and there's that wrister about halfway up the net, and there's the celebration, and I think that means he's trying to silence the Canadian crowd.
So the second goal of the tournament for Hudson. He's got 7 points, tied for the tournament lead. He had that 5-assist game in the opener against Team Germany.
With his brother in the stands, I might add, the Montreal Canadian superstar and super young defenseman.
There's a shot through traffic, stopped by Augustine. Turn that one back from Dickinson on the left point, and now Dickinson with it again. Akey, up ahead, Pinelli to Catton. Cross, but knocked away there by Plant. Good defensive play there by the forward. Akey picks it up the wall. Pinelli leaves it for Catton. Catton watched by Plant, driving towards the net. Comes to the net, and there's Augustine with the glove, and we get some physical play in front again. And Bouillon is going. Pinelli is going. Got a couple of guys down on the ice. There's some really heavy stick work right there with number 13 in red, Luca Pinelli, and Bouillon. You know Bouillon is probably hot from being hit earlier, so we'll sort it out. And we'll be back after this. Team USA with the lead on the goal by Cole Hudson.
I'm Martha Stewart, and this is one of my new kittens. Of course, I want to give them the happiest, healthiest life possible, which is why I choose Pretty Litter. We love this litter because it's tough on odor and helps keep tabs on their health by changing color to show high, low, and typical pH levels. Pretty Litter is also low dust. And whether you're a new cat parent or a lifelong cat lover like me, this low-maintenance litter is the game changer. Try it today. Go to prettylitter.com.
USA Hockey is teaching more than just a game. We're teaching kids about
teamwork, confidence, fitness, fun.
Because every kid deserves a chance to play, love, and excel. Visit USAHockey.com to learn more about the great youth hockey opportunities available for your child. Because dreaming big is one thing, getting the right start is everything.
So it's a little chatty in that penalty box with William for Team USA and Pinelli for Team Canada. And here's how it unfolded, Tony. And this is going to happen a lot. When the puck goes to the net, there's a little jab on Trey Augustine there, obviously as a defender, and that was Zeev William in there. He's got to let the Canadian player know that that's not happening, and you're going to see a lot of fists in the face here.
2 punches to the face.
A few guys go to the ice here, and there's a lot of chirping going on out there, and it continued on to the penalty box, and it isn't about inviting each other to tonight's post-game New Year's party. It is definitely not that.
No, it is not. And Luca Pinelli, he is a Columbus Blue Jackets pick, 4th rounder.
And a lot of feistiness in that young man. He is a hard-nosed player.
No question about that. He's been the captain of the Ottawa 67s here for the last 2 years. So he's a battler. So is Zeev William. And, you know, William, he got hit in the head earlier, Tony. You played. You get hit early like that, you're already probably a little revved up, right?
They don't need any extra reasons to get revved up for this one.
So both in the box, 2 each for roughing. And the teams will continue to play 5-on-5 hockey. But can't be kept in there by Hensler. He goes D to D to Fortescue, and he dumps it in.
Americans have been very disciplined and been patient. When they don't have a play, they're ripping it in and trying to get some offense going up on the forecheck.
Here's Durant, long stretch ahead for Stiga. Pulls up, gets it to Moore. Moore pulls back, looking for help. He's got Nelson now. Canada back, 5 on a die there. Tony, they have all 5 guys back in position.
The coach will be happy when you track back into your own zone, you stop in your spots. It makes it awful difficult to penetrate in the offensive zone when you get back to position like that.
Probably one of the reasons they haven't given up a 5-on-5 goal in this tournament through 3+ games. Puck gets chipped in behind the U.S. goal. Canada goes D to D, gets it over to Oliver Bonk, throws it towards the net, takes a bounce around the front of the net, underneath, still loose, it squirts to the corner. And there's Moore with it. His pass knocked down by Jagger. Here's Dickinson now to center. Wires it in, gloved down by Augustine. He's going to hold on. 4:09 left in period number 1. So look at the last 5 meetings, Tony, between these two teams. And as I said, I mean, it's tight. You know, you can see it right there. Canada won the last one in 23 in the semifinal. You see 2021 gold medal game win for Team USA. Spencer Knight gets the shutout, but it's been some tight games here,
including 2 spectacular shootouts.
Yeah.
Would be awful exciting if we got to that point tonight with these 2 teams.
Could get there again.
2 great goaltenders, fantastic offensive players on both sides.
Canada lost the shootout to Latvia in their 2nd game. 16 players shot, only 1 scored. Matejko for Latvia, the only goal scorer, and Latvia kind of shocked everybody.
Goaltending clinic.
Puck kept in, thrown to the net, deflects into the slot, but Minetti is there. Long stretch ahead, he just missed Higgins. Carter George casually plays it out to center. And now here's a turnover, and here's Ritchie the other way. Ritchie comes in, looks, here's a pass, and just fired wide. Baudouin with a shot, he just missed the far side. Here comes Team USA now. A chance down the other way. Leonard off the pipe. Another shot goes wide by Colin Ralph. Leonard fires another one, goes over the net. That was a rocket by Ryan Leonard.
End-to-end action there after really kind of a feel me out type for 15 minutes. Both teams starting to open it up a little bit here.
Hudson now with it. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the first. Hudson, he fires, it's blocked down, gets it back, throws it through, comes all the way to the point. Plant looking for a deflection in front, it's loose. And the Americans can't get a stick on it. Here comes Canada the other way. Cowan, 1-on-2, throws it, blocker down there by Augustine. Plant, long pass ahead, knocked down by Price, leaves it off the wall. Catton will bring it back in the Canadian zone.
So great chances at both ends.
Here's one off the wall, out of the zone. The Canadians look to reload. 2:30 left.
in the first period. Brnovic with it now. He gets into the high slot. His shot is blocked. Catton coming the other way. 2-on-2. Dropped off. There's a shot just off the glove wide. Good opportunity there by Rakoff. Here's McKenna now up high. McKenna with a shot blocked and cleared out of the zone. Puck goes up in the air and out of play. 2:07 left in period number 1.
Here's our end-to-end action. It starts with Carter George flipping a puck up the wall, and then Manetian getting it. Ritchie gets a stick on it, turns it into 3-on-2, and there's the shot by Baudouin that just misses and maybe grabs the outside of the glove there. And here's the one off the post that Leonard just ripped short side. So again, went back and forth. One chance at the United States end, and the United States picks up the puck, gets it up to their forwards for a 2-on-1. Leonard rips that one off the inside of the post.
So we're going to face off in the neutral zone. The puck gets cleared back into the U.S. end. Fortescue takes a bump. Another one of that Boston College contingent. Puck cleared out. It goes past Bonk. Here comes Yzerman on it. Tries to make a play, but he loses his balance. Team Canada coming the other way. Here's Dickinson. Just throws it back behind the net. Goes to Gauthier. He loses the puck, and now Yzerman for Team USA. Yzerman leaves it, holds back, throws it back behind the net. He'll go for a change. 90 seconds left in period number 1. Team USA on the power play goal by Hudson. They lead it. Bouillon behind his own cage. Long stretch ahead. Backhand pass through the middle, goes up in the air. Bouillon comes away with it and just fires it in.
Lots of dump pucks tonight.
I think that's what Coach David Carr was hoping for.
Yes, he was.
Here's a shot by Jagr, goes behind the net, bounces around. Manetian is on it, turned over now in front. Jagr takes a spin, throws it through. Nobody home. In the corner, Molendijk leaves it. Nadeau gets it up high. Gibson throws it towards the net, deflected just wide. Jagr throws it back, didn't find anybody. Leonard was there, he comes the other way. Perreault down the middle. Leonard off his stick. They turn it over, coming the other way. Here comes Canada, but they lose the puck. And we're under 30 seconds now left in the period. Nadeau to the middle. Holding, looking for help. Throws it to the middle, off the side of the cage. He goes low to high. Knocked down below the net there by Minio, and now Manetian for Team USA. Off the wall and out. Dribbles all the way down. We're getting no icing on that one. 6 seconds left. Long stretch ahead. The crowd urging the shot. Cowan takes it, and the horn goes, and now we're going to have a little meeting in the corner. Everybody's getting involved here in the corner. Pinelli's in there. Fortescue is in there. The helmets are off. They're grappling. A little bit of a headlock.
Yeah, lots of rough stuff. We've seen this probably 7 or 8 times after whistles. And again, the discipline is going to be really important as this game moves forward. I think establishing that physicalness, both sides have tried to do it, but certainly you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're chasing the game by killing penalties on that.
Baudouin in there. He was pushing and shoving. So Team USA heads to the locker room with the 1-0 lead. Let's send it to the studio. Jamison Coyle, Dave Starman, and the coach, Bruce Boudreau. U.S. with the lead.
This telecast of the IIHF World Junior Championship is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now and track every detail of the World Junior Championships.
Join players, scouts, and coaches on hockey's largest platform, where players showcase their game and recruiters uncover new talents. Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Get the app now.
Professional athletes are discovering that using the emergency oxygen tanks on the sidelines helped them catch their breath faster.
Boost Oxygen has given the average athlete the same access to the powerful supplemental oxygen that professional athletes have. Boost Oxygen. Help is here.
Want your car's paint to look like this? Well, now it can with Cerakote's #1 selling rapid ceramic paint sealer. Seal and protect your paint with unbelievable gloss, shine, and slickness in less than 30 minutes. Simply spray it on and lightly buff it with the included microfiber towels. Look at the rich gloss with endless depth and mirror-like shine.
Cheers, hockey fans. Thanks for celebrating New Year's Eve with us here on Canada against the United States in the World Junior Hockey Championships. Here on TSI, a portion of our revenue every single stream, every single month, is donated to SickKids. And with the football playoffs live right now for the college football playoff, Boise State and Penn State, a percentage of all of our video revenue is going to SickKids Hospital as part of our SickKids Football Frenzy. Thank you. Check out the link that's pinned in the chat or in the description. And thank you for helping us make a difference in our community. Take it away, Joe.
Changing the world, one insider at a time. We'll see you in the chat. And holy Mackinac, thank you for helping us raise money for SickKids Hospital as we heal the future.
Go Canada, go. Let's get the win tonight.
This is how I watch the Bucks, Thunder, the Wolves, not missing a thing.
We just got NBA League Pass. You can pick from so many live games and get home and away streams with your favorite announcers. Not missing a thing.
But can it do this?
Bang, bang, bang.
Nope.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
Smash through the action. Break the ice with On the Fly. Catch every gargantuan goal, every seismic save, plus reacts from our experts On the Fly after the game on NHL Network. The preliminary round brought the explosive action.
This building is buzzing.
Now it's on to the quarters at the 2025 World Juniors.
My goodness, this has been must-see TV.
Begins Thursday noon Eastern on NHL Network.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Intermission Report presented by Elite Prospects. Alongside Bruce Boudreau, Dave Starman, I'm Jamison Coyle. 1-0 Team USA on top of Canada after one. Not exactly a high-scoring affair, but certainly a high emotion riding high there in the first 20 minutes up in Ottawa. Let's get you to the highlights of period number one between Team USA and Team Canada. And Dave, you noticed something Team USA wanted to clean up in the first couple of games. Have they done that in the first 20 minutes of this one?
Not exactly. This is a pretty good example of what they want to do is establish their ground game. Get pucks in deep, keep away from the goalies so they can go to work and establish an offensive forecheck. However, they dumped it in 12 times tactically. They recovered it twice. They didn't get any chances off. That's something that I know they want to improve on.
All right, Team USA getting their first real good look here on the power play. That shot denied by Carter George. He's been outstanding, but here comes Cole Hudson. He's been just as outstanding on the offensive side. His 7th point of this tournament, 1-0 Team USA.
And that's what Canada's got to stay away from. I mean, they take a dumb penalty and it ends up in the back of the net because I think 5-on-5, the last 10 minutes, Canada started to really dominate. But it's controlled emotion to me in this game. I mean, you want to be physical, you want to do all of those things, but you can't take penalties and be in the box, or this is what's going to happen to you.
Cole Hudson telling the 18,000 there in Ottawa to quiet down for just a second. But like we said, emotions ramping up here late in this period and right after the final horn sounded for the first 20 minutes. Certainly emotions riding high. And Bruce, you were saying discipline, especially for Canada playing in front of the home country and their home fans. That's going to be a key going forward.
You know, I mean, their emotions are crazy right now inside, but I mean, and they're young men. So I mean, it's sometimes difficult to control, but I mean, they can win this game. They can take over this game, but they can't retaliate like they're doing right there. They can't focus, you know, like we used to say, initiate, but don't, dictate, but don't initiate, you know. Like, I mean, this is what you want to do. You want to make the plays, but don't retaliate. That's the word I was looking for. Initiate, don't retaliate. But Canada's now done a lot of that retaliation early, and if they can initiate it but walk away from it, they're going to get opportunities to score. They're going to get power plays, and they'll end up being successful. But it's too much emotion right now. I think it'll calm down, hopefully, in the second period.
Dave, you were saying this kind of reminds you of the last time USA and Canada faced off in a World Junior Championship game in Ottawa, right?
Well, yeah, one of the things Canada tends to do when they play this game at home is a lot of this. But I will tell you, when I did this game in Ottawa in 2009, New Year's Eve, US was up 3-0. The late Jimmy Hayes, as the U.S. was up 3-0, they were doing the conga line past the Canada bench, and Jimmy went to the Canada bench, and Canada was holding their guys back from jumping off the bench. That game was nuts. This game is dictating a lot like that game was.
Yeah, and I mean, but they have to, when they're in the period right now in the dressing room, Dave Cameron's got to say, boys, we like what we're doing here, but let's just not retaliate. That extra second shot, that going in, don't go for the big hit if the puck's not there. We'll get it because we're doing the right things on dumping it in, and you can see the way the shots on goal the last 10 minutes were, Canada was starting to really get going. So I think if they do that, they'll be successful.
Well, you didn't see the Jimmy Hayes this, but we did get the Cole Hudson this. Let's hear from the goal scorer after the first period with our JP Morosi.
You came off the wall on the power play. What did you see?
Yeah, I mean, they were all guarding the downhill guy, Khan, so I took the middle of the ice, and they were just giving me the lane, so I took the shot.
For how long had you thought about the celebration, or did that come to you in the moment?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you think about Sally's before, if you're lucky enough to get it in the net, but yeah, it's a loud building. It's 18,000 people versus 25, and that's a Sally I was looking forward to do if I scored.
I thought your D-corps did a very good job of staying above pucks throughout that first period. What was the key adjustment that you made as a group here in this game?
Yeah, I mean, just be a little more patient and not force too many things. I think the past few games we got out of hand a little bit, and we kind of dialed it back, and it's been working for us so far.
Finally, if there's a text on your phone from Lane after the game, what's it going to say?
I don't even know. He'll probably be like, that was a hell of a shot, or I love that, Sally.
Thanks, Cole. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you.
Hell of a shot, great Selly, and Team USA on top, 1-0 after one. Not the only big game on the ice on this New Year's Eve. How about we take it outdoors? Blues and Blackhawks from Wrigley Field, the annual Winter Classic. We'll show you the highlights next.
This intermission report is presented by Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Download the app now and track every detail of the World Junior Championships.
Join millions worldwide on hockey's #1 destination. Follow any league, team, or talent. Track all trades and compare the players shaping the game. Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey. Get the app now.
When you finally decide to take care of you, there's Instacart.
Introducing Weight Loss by Hims. Personalized prescriptions, including GLP-1 injections and oral medication kits designed to help you lose weight so you can gain confidence and feel healthy. Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them, 100% online. With Weight Loss by Hims, you have so much to lose and even more to gain. GLP-1 injections starting at $165 a month. Get started today at hims.com.
I was paying for my ex's meal delivery subscription for a year after we broke up, and I'd still be paying for it if it wasn't for Rocket Money, an app that shows you all your subscriptions in one place, and you can cancel the ones you don't want with just a few taps. Take control of your finances with Rocket Money today.
Yo, you think Dallas' Power 4 gonna drop 30 tomorrow?
Boy, you tripping. Did you see his mom made a post about going to the game? What? Hold up. His mama gonna be there?
He's been averaging like 34 points a game when she's there.
At least 40 when she be on that Jumbotron.
He don't like to let his mama down.
Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks.
It's a new era in CFP to start off this year, put on full display.
My take on this game is simple. I know some people will be upset about it. Good riddance to the Pac-12.
Can you do it in terms of the week to week to week?
I don't see a pathway for this team to miss the college football playoffs.
We want to make sure you have those best bets in the entirety of our betting cards.
That was Lincoln!
But he had that program was already going there! Only on Sports Grid.
He's got the creativity, he's got the size, he's got the strength. He's kind of the total package.
This is a team that has some serious aspirations here in Jersey. Jack Hughes is the catalyst. Makes it dangerous offensively.
Welcome back to the Intermission Report presented by Elite Prospects. 1-0 USA on top of Canada after one. How about the Winter Classic just wrapping up at Wrigley Field in Chicago? Pick up the action just 90 seconds into this one. St. Louis on the power play. Who else would it be, right? The guy playing in his 1,000th career NHL game, the first time that's ever happened at the Winter Classic, and it's Cam Fowler, 1-zip Blues.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, and it's a great achievement, the 1,000th game, but I mean, he's getting a chance now to be more offensive than St. Louis.
All right, Cam Fowler, his second goal of the year. St. Louis going back to work here on the power play, and they cash in yet again. Nice pass there, Jordan Kyrou.
Yeah, they made it look easy there. I mean, they just passed around the outside, went to the net, and then Chicago's caught standing around watching. And when you're doing that, that's what's going to happen.
The power play is playing a big role outdoors, at least in the first 20 minutes at Wrigley. 2-0 St. Louis. Good response here. Chicago going to work on a power play of their own. You see that one doesn't get out of the zone, and Taylor Hall makes him pay, Star.
Taylor Hall is just a great sniper, but I love the read of the F3 up high to pick off that loose pass and jam it to Hall for the goal.
Taylor Hall on the power play. That's his 8th goal of the year. 2-1 Blues on top after one. How about that rip from Justin Falk in the second? 3-1 St. Louis.
That's two defensemen that have scored now for St. Louis so far. And, you know, you go to the front of the net. I say this all the time. The goalie can't see it if you go to the front and screen him, and that's what happens in this case. And it looks like an easy goal.
Okay, the line shot to left field at Wrigley. 3-1 Blues, under 6.5 to go here. Middle frame. St. Louis going to extend this lead.
Justin Falk's always been a really special player. He played on a couple of U.S. World Junior teams. Always been able to move the puck. I love his hockey IQ. Hockey sense is great. Puts pucks on tape. I can get pucks to the front of the net with the best of them. He's always been a dependable offensive defenseman.
Falk with the assist on that one. Holloway off the skate blade to the stick for the goal. That's his 14th goal of the year. What an impact he's made for St. Louis this season. 4-1 Blues running away with this one. 2 and change to go here. Still in the middle frame. Why not? Cam Fowler, right? Have yourself a day.
Those defense are scoring, and they're doing a lot of long shots here, scoring with long shots. So it's a good day for St. Louis, bad day for Mrazek.
And a great day for Cam Fowler. He's got 2, his 3rd goal of the year, 5-1. We move on to period number 3. Another power play goal here for the Blackhawks, this time Tyler Bertuzzi.
Bertuzzi gets right spot, right time, lets it rip. I love the fact that there are a lot of first goals in this game, which means players are shooting the puck from quality areas. And it's amazing how when you're on your wing, there's always that space on the short side of any goalie. Hit it with perfection.
All right, Mrazek trying his best Superman on that one. Not to be outdone, Alexander Texier putting that one back in the net. That's his 3rd. 6-2 Blues running away with the Winter Classic.
Winning battles, getting pucks to the net, outnumbering people at the net, and it's a sure formula for winning hockey.
All right, time winding down in this game, and what a showcase it was. Outdoors at Wrigley Field. This was a rematch of a previous Winter Classic between the Blues and the Blackhawks. The Blues get it done this time around. 6-2 the final today in Chicago. We're going to step aside here on the Intermission Report, presented by Elite Prospects. When we come back, Team USA on top, 1-0 after one. Cole Hudson with his 7th point already of this tournament. Can you hear me? You can hear me now. It's 1-0 as we get you set for the second period. That's next in Ottawa.
Look, great blue heron. You know, when I go, I'd like to leave some money to the local bird conservancy.
Oh, doesn't count.
What you need is a will, something you can sign and make official. Start your will at trustandwill.com now and make it count.
I'm Cole Caulfield, and I played college hockey.
I'm Adam Fox, and I played college hockey.
I'm Jake Gensel, and I played college hockey.
I'm Kel McCarr, and I played college hockey.
Whether you're a fan or a player, nothing compares to college hockey.
To have little girls coming and watching us, it reminds us why we're doing it.
Kids could own their first jersey as a PWHL jersey is incredibly special.
As a fan, you embrace that community when you rep the colors.
The fans have always been there. We've just been sort of waiting for this next step.
The game is growing.
It makes it real.
It gives them something to strive for.
Together.
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 Together we are greatness.
Amazing, that's great. Perfect.
That's a good one.
All right, gentlemen, fall in.
Put your harness on. Going to a tornado, for God's sake.
We got something big.
You don't face your fears, you ride them.
We gotta go, we gotta go! Friday. NHL Network has live game featuring the league's best. Sidney Crosby and the Penguins face Matthew Tkachuk and the Panthers. Friday, 7 Eastern on NHL Network. Welcome back to Ottawa. E.J. Raddick, Tony Granato, J.D. Morosi. Team USA leading it after one period. A power play goal by Cole Hudson with the assist from Cole Eiserman. The Canadians with the 11 shots, 5 for Team USA. And Tony, it was a nice goal by Cole Hudson.
It was, and as soon as the U.S. team won that faceoff, the first thing they did was shoot it to the net. Here's a recovery that Hudson gets, then a great pass that he made to Eiserman. The rebound went to the corner. He picks up the loose puck and finds open ice in the middle. And he is a sharp shooter for a defenseman, and you can see the excitement as they come back to the bench. They were the only team to capitalize on the only power play of the period. There's our two stars. James Hagen's expected to be the #1 pick in the draft. He's off to a great start to this tournament. 2 goals, 4 assists. Shooting the puck really well, winning faceoffs. He is a dancer out there. And then you got Cole Hudson, who's off to a great start to this tournament as well. Got his 2nd goal in the first period. Goes along with his 5 assists. And you can see the ice time for both guys are right around that 20-minute mark.
So we finished period #1 with a couple of penalties as we look at Cole Hudson. Fortescue and Beaudois are in the box for roughing after that little skirmish in the corner. So we'll play 5-on-5 hockey, and it was rough. It was rough, but you know what? The Americans kind of held their composure, and the Canadians were looking to amp up the physicality.
I agree with you, and I think that David Carl was upset with the refs at that. They're trying to walk away from it. He told the players, play whistle to whistle. Forget all the stuff that happens after. If you can play whistle to whistle, focus on that, not get away from the game plan, we'll be in good shape.
So we're underway in period #2. Happy New Year to wherever you may be watching across the U.S. on the NHL Network. Appreciate you taking the time to watch a good one tonight. I got to tell you, it's fun to be here, Tony.
Yeah, the crowd's certainly into it, and it's been an exciting game. The physicality, yes, but the chance has been good as well.
And they're almost an opportunity for Team Canada, but the puck overskated the blue line. Here comes Bouillon now. He pulls up, looks to the middle. Bouillon with it. Looks, pulls it back. Spinning away now. Bouillon. Over to Moore, throws it across. Minetian, and just backhands it down the wall. Puck comes up to Team Canada and flips it in, and then a little bump there for Nadeau from Nelson. Minetian with it, off the wall to the neutral zone. Perreault just fires it in.
And in most games, you wouldn't expect Gabe Perreault to dump pucks in often, but that's the strategy for David Carl's team tonight. It's to make sure that there's no turnovers, not feeding the Canadian offense, and getting pucks deep and playing the game simple and smart will be successful for them as the game moves along.
When it's not there, just get it deep, right?
Absolutely. Can't get hurt that way.
And so now we get a whistle and an icing. Hockey fans, the future stars of the NHL from across the world will be in the greater Dallas area to compete for gold in the IIHF Under-18 Men's World Championship from April 23rd to May the 3rd. All session ticket packages are on sale now. Head to comericacenter.com to get yours today. April 23rd to May the 3rd down there in the Dallas area. World Under-18s, and a lot of great players in that tournament as well, so check it out. Here's a shot through traffic, just goes over the crossbar. Ryan Leonard starts it the other way. Tries to split the defense, almost gets through. Just the stick of Price knocked that puck away, or else he was through. Here's McKenna, gets it over to Catton. Catton now tries to drive to the net and just misses. He's tried that move a couple of times, Tony.
Close, he was close there.
There's a shot just turned aside. Back to the point, held in. Price takes a look, stopped by Augustine, and he holds on.
Good job by Augustine getting to the top of his crease. He had Pinelli in front of the net. Pinelli, as the puck was coming, went to the side and went for the tip. We'll see the replay here. Here's the rush. Great little play underneath the stick of the defender. Great scoring chance there. And then here's the under the stick again. So Catton's got some skill and some speed wide. Just got off the top of his stick. Puck went wide because of it.
Durant's on the draw with Luchenko. Jet Luchenko, Philadelphia Flyer draft pick. He played 4 games for the Flyers, Tony, this season. Did not get a point. But now back playing junior hockey and here representing his country. He has explosive speed. Flyer fans are going to really enjoy watching him in the coming years. Hensler just fires that one back into the Canadian zone. Off the backboard, Dickinson. Luchenko takes a bump, and then it comes back to Dickinson to center. Sam Dickinson. There's a shot. Stopped with the pad there. It was Gautier's shot. Stopped with the pad of Augustine, and then flipped to center. George out to play this one. Good pressure there by Stiga. Stiga causes some problems in there when he gets in and forces some turnovers. He's done it throughout the tournament. Nadeau overskates. Swoboda was back, gets it over the defense, and then couldn't get out of the zone. Here's a shot to the net, deflected. Behind the net, they throw it in front, but no one home, and Fortescue gets it and just flips it out.
And you can see the Canadian D being real aggressive at trying to keep pucks alive in the offensive zone. Gibson made a really nice play, knocking Plante down and getting the puck to the net.
Here's Yager with it. His shot up high off the glove. Figure the Canadians will be looking to test that glove of Augustine. He's had a couple go off the glove into the net. He's been perfect so far. Here's Howe. Tanner Howe drops it off. They throw it through, knocked behind the net. Up the wall, Price there to keep it in. Good defensive play there by Brnovic, and he knocks the puck out of the zone. Kleber now knocked down. Forechecking pressure there by Rakoff. Puck gets dumped in again. Nelson. A battle in the corner. Nelson comes up with it. Goes low to high to Minetti, and his shot through traffic. Blocked down in front by Price. Here's another look now for Nelson. Tries to get to the middle. Bounces around. Blocker to the corner by George. They try to get it through there for a quick shot for Moore. Can't do it. Easton Cowan the other way. Pulls up. Leaves it. Here's Ritchie driving to the net. His shot stopped by Augustine, and he holds on. The dangerous Cal Ritchie shut down by Augustine.
There's a look at Gautier's chance coming up here as you see Fortescue gets the puck off of a little play. There's Jaeger's chance driving wide, throwing one, like you said, just in that glove. And then here's Ritchie. You can see how talented he is. Big boy, releases his bottom hand, goes wide, drives, gets a good shot to the net here. Good job by Trey holding his position.
North Canada with the 15-6 shot advantage. They win the draw. Try to set up a play off it, but a little miscommunication. Comes to the wall. Blanc keeps it alive. 26 in red. Down below the goal line. Ralph is there. He gets tangled up. Comes up to Leonard, who just tries to flip it out. Kept in with a shot. Turned aside there by Augustine. It's a dangerous shot coming through bodies. And now we're going to get a penalty. And it looks like it's going to be on Team USA. Canada with the puck. There's a shot, just goes through the blue. And now we get the whistle. And we're going to get a penalty for Team USA. So Logan Hensler looks like he's headed to the box. Let's get the call.
USA, number 3, minor penalty holding.
Holding penalty, Tone.
Yeah, you can see he gets the stick inside of him, uses his body position to try to prevent him from going up the wall, but the refs see that open hand coming around the body to slow down the progress of the offensive player. Lots of time that one is going to get called.
And give Cataford credit, moving his feet.
Absolutely, and that's what you're taught as a player, is fight through your check, and lots of times you'll get those calls, or the defender will let go of you because he'll be afraid to take a penalty. So, great call by you, EJ.
So Canada gets their first power play of the evening. Catton and Svoboda on for the draw. Svoboda wins it. They wind it around and out. Good face-off win there.
Good face-off win there. Just for Canada to keep an eye on this, one of their defensemen, Monk, who was on the top of the power play the first couple games, they switched him to the bumper. He scored their power play goal in the last game from a quick little play from the goal line. You can see number 5 moving to the middle there in his bumper position.
Did that against Germany, and that's when he plays in junior, and they try to feed it through him there. That is his more normal position on the power play. Canadians keep it in. Here's Ritchie now walking down, throws it through. Great stick by Terrance. Denied that play. Ritchie with it again. Throws it through. There's Bonk. Leaves it for Dickinson. His shot gets deflected up off the glass. They keep it in. But there's a nice step up by Bouillon, and he just shovels it out of the zone.
Yeah, and the fans here in Ottawa were thinking that they could have pulled that trigger a little bit earlier in that slot position, and I think they're right on that.
The fans always want you to shoot, right?
And I think they're right.
Sometimes they're right. Puck comes back. Here's McKenna. His shot just wide on the short side. It came off the boards and back into the front, but Team USA was able to clear it down.
He ripped that one. He walked right down the slot on an entry play.
35 seconds left on the power play. Puck wound out and down the ice again. And just a reminder, when you see Gavin McKenna with the puck, he's only 17 years old, but he leads the Western Hockey League with 60 points. So he's a pretty good player.
And not draft eligible for 2 years.
2 years. Now they get it up high. Jagger throws it through, stopped in front, loose, they bang it around, it's underneath, it's still loose in the crease area. And finally we get a whistle, and the Canadians are digging away. It was underneath Augustine, and they just could not get to that puck. So good job by Trey Augustine keeping it out.
And you want a good penalty killer unit, make sure your goalie is the best player on it. And you can see the save that he made on that quick little pass to the slot, a one-timer right from the slot from Nadeau. And Trey was tall and big and certainly covered the bottom half of the net here. You can see this comes off of a little play from the corner. Here's the one where McKenna coming down the middle. He just missed on blocker side.
So 8 seconds left in the power play. Team USA wins the draw. They don't get it out. Price up high. Taking a look. Penalty is over. Thrown towards the net. Knocked down in front. Still loose. And Nelson is there to clear up the change. Nelson with it now. Down the left side. Off the back wall. Puck comes all the way through. Fortescue with a shot wide on the short side. Boards are lively here, Tony.
They are. It's happened in every game so far where a shot has gone off the yellow and come back into the slot for a scoring chance.
Here's Bourdois behind the net. They battle in the corner. Good play by Higgins. He takes a chop there. Nelson with it. Long pass, knocked down. Catton comes up with it for Team Canada. Price, long pass across. Pinelli tries to spin through the middle, loses the puck. Higgins with it. His pass, he gets it to Leonard. Leonard down the right side, takes a look, fires it high and wide. Kept in by Perreault. Higgins with it to Perreault. Perreault around the net. Throws it through, deflected off a skate. Tries to get back on it. Bonk was there, and now it comes to McKenna. He goes up the wall, and Canada comes the other way. Good step up there by Hudson. Hudson to the center. Gets it to Higgins. His shot up in the air. Knocked down in front and in the net. But the referee is waving it off.
He's going to call high stick on Perreault. It's awful close.
So Team USA knocks it into the net. No goal for the moment. They'll take a look. And we'll take a break. The Americans lead it 1-0.
Is your car's plastic trim faded and milky? Don't worry. Cerakote's ceramic trim coat restores oxidized trim effortlessly. Just wipe it on. It's guaranteed for 200 washes. Even dust won't stick to it. Keep your car looking professional. Selling your oxidized, faded trim car? Detailed cars sell for way more than faded cars. Read the thousands of 5-star reviews for yourself. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The one that's listening to the USA and Canada game. Thanks for hanging out with us. Why haven't you hit that subscribe button yet? Come on, we're growing an awesome community of Toronto sports fans here on TSI, and we are going for 68,000 today on New Year's Eve. We're at 6731 at the time of recording. I think we can get 969 subs today with 4 different lives. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for subscribing and turning on that bell so you don't miss it when we're live for hockey, football, basketball, anything. If it's Toronto sports or it's a playoff game, we're here. We're live. Cheers, insiders. Thanks for subscribing and turning on that bell. Go Canada, go.
Higgins gets a great chance off the side. There's the high stick. Yeah. Higgins knocked it down. Perreault beat his check to the net. You can see he's got great position on the inside at the net. He's able to take a cross check and slide it across the goal line, but no question that was above the shoulders.
And if that puck would have hit a Canadian, it would have been back in play at that point.
That is correct.
So here's a chance in front. Stopped by Augustine. Here's another chance kicked out. Augustine having to be sharp here. And once again, keeps the Canadians at bay.
20 saves for Augustine halfway through the game here.
Here's a break now, just off the stick of Rakoff. He would have been in. Stretch ahead off the wall. Into the skates of Cowan. Cowan pulls up, throws it to the middle. Here's a chance, stopped again by Augustine. It bounces around, it's loose and cleared out. So lots of pressure here, and now looks like we're going to get a penalty.
It's going to be an interference call. It might be for either bumping into Trey or shooting a stick after it came out of his hands. But again, what a great save.
Here's the call.
Team Canada, number 16, minor penalty interference.
So you nailed it. Interference on Raycroft. He heads to the box. Here's a look.
You can see him scrambling. There's his loose stick. And there is...
Yep, there it is.
That's a no-no. And that would... There's Ritchie right in front. Trey stands tall. Ritchie riffs on it, but great positioning by Trey Augustine there. 20-plus saves for him already. He's been very big and very confident in calming that net tonight.
And there were questions coming into this one. He had some struggles, but certainly answering those questions through the first half of this game. Stopping all 20. Team USA on the power play for the second time in this game. They converted the first time. The source of our only goal, Cole Hudson.
And the Americans, obviously, the diagonal play is available with this unit, but David Carl is looking for a more direct approach. You get a shot to the net, fire it, crash the net for rebounds, wait for the diagonals after a scramble and recovering pucks.
The fans wishing a happy new year to the officials. See, Gibson got knocked down in the circle. He's kind of holding his face as the puck got knocked down the ice. He stays on, though, number 2 in red. Team USA retreats to get the puck. Here's Bouillon. Drops it off for Hudson. Here's Leonard now with it. Leonard down the right side, around the net. Throws it to Brnovic. Comes up high to Bouillon. Back to Perot. The goal line chance in front. Big stop there by George. And he holds on. Good opportunity for Brnovic.
And a great power play execution on this goal line play. You're going to see Leonard down at the net. Finds Brnovic right underneath his coverage in the slot. He's able to one-time it, and George stands tall, closes that pads just in time to keep that from going through his legs. But great execution. See Leonard at the goal line. Anytime you're rotating back to the net and you're rotating down on the D, a lot of times that pocket player underneath coverage is available for that diagonal pass.
Brnovic, a native of Blaine, Minnesota, goes to St. Cloud State. Anaheim Ducks draft pick, 6th-rounder in the 24 draft. He was looking for one there, but gets shut down. Puck gets knocked all the way down. Good work by Canadian forward there, Luchenko, getting all the way down. He had a short-handed goal in the game against Latvia, so got to keep an eye on him. He is extremely fast and explosive a player. And doing some good work on this kill, and now Nelson comes away with it. He looks to bring it back. He circles back, and now we'll try to gain the zone, and he does. Danny Nelson puts on the brakes, but loses an edge. Goes behind the net, puck goes up in the air and out of play. So we'll get a face-off to the right of Carter George.
And we're at a 1-0 lead for the U.S. team here. It was a big power play goal. But Canada is skating really well. They got to feel pretty good about where they are halfway through the game. They've been able to create a lot of offense off of forechecks and smart puck management. They have 24 shots on Trey Augustine so far.
Nelson on the draw with Jagger. The Americans come away with it. Here's Hudson now, attacking. Throws it through, and Eiserman with a swing and a miss, then throws it quickly at the net. Ziemer was there, but couldn't get a stick on it. Eiserman goes from Connolly over to Hudson. Back to Connolly. Tries to throw it through to Hudson. Knocked off the skate. They keep it in the zone. Connolly to the goal line. It comes to Nelson. His shot's deflected up off the glass. 20 seconds left on the power play. The U.S. keeps it in. Connolly off the wall. Thrown through. Eiserman again with a shot. Pad stopped there by George. Comes up high. Connolly with a look. Just misses the mark. Penalty about to expire. Pass in front. There's a shot. Just misses the net. Nelson missing on the blocker side. Team USA trying to press here. Team's back 5-on-5. Passed through once again, but knocked away by Cataford to neutral zone. Cole Eiserman now attacking 1-on-5. His shot deflected off the glass. Puts the bump there on Dickinson. Puck comes up high. Rakoff gets it out. And just chipped in. The Canadians will get some fresh bodies on the ice. Minetti behind the net. Fortescue comes across, and now with some speed. Torrance leaves it. Here's a shot gloved down by George, and he holds on. Stiga with the chance. George with the stop. The Americans with the lead.
The preliminary round brought the explosive action.
This building is buzzing.
Now it's on to the quarters at the 2025 World Juniors.
My goodness, this has been must-see TV.
Begins Thursday noon Eastern on NHL Network.
I'm Martha Stewart, and this is one of my new kittens. Of course, I want to give them the happiest, healthiest life possible, which is why I choose Pretty Litter. We love this litter because it's tough on odor and helps keep tabs on their health by changing color to show high, low, and typical pH levels. Pretty Litter is also low dust. And whether you're a new cat parent or a lifelong cat lover like me, this low-maintenance litter is the game changer. Try it today. Go to prettylitter.com.
Cheers, Insiders! Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for Canada and the USA on New Year's Eve. It's almost 2025, and we're live right now for Penn State and Boise State on TSI as well. Please head on over there and hit the like button over there. Say hi. Cheer on Team Canada, even though no one will understand what you're talking about because they're watching a football game. But it'll be fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for checking out the other live and supporting this amazing community as we continue to grow on our way to 100,000 subscribers and making a difference with SickKids Hospital in Toronto every single game. Thank you so much. We'll see you back in there. Go, Canada, go. We're getting the win tonight.
So the Americans trying to make it 2 in a row in New Year's Eve games with Canada. It's been a while, though, the 8 years between 2016 and tonight.
Yeah, if we're thinking about what the coaches are saying to each team right now, both of them have settled into it. The stuff after the whistle has kind of stopped, so they've gotten their the roughness out of it, especially at the end of the first period. There was a bunch of that stuff going on. This period, they both settled down, and I think both teams are pretty happy with where they're at. I mean, even though Canada hasn't been able to find a way to solve trade, they've had quite a few scoring chances.
Puck gets cleared out. It goes into the stands, and the lucky fan grabs that near the penalty box, wearing the Gretzky red Canadian jersey.
It's a nice souvenir to go home with tonight.
Yeah. Very nice.
And what a crowd we got here. We can see some USA jerseys scattered throughout this building tonight.
No doubt about that. Off the draw. Perreault is able to get a stick on it. Throws it back down behind the net. There's Leonard. Top line out there now. Leonard, Higgins, and Perreault. Nice little work there. And Boone gets tripped. And it's going to be a penalty here on Canada. They get the goalie out. Extra attacker on. Here's a shot to the net. Canada comes up with the puck. We get a whistle. And the fans are booing, Tony, but that was a trip.
And that's Zeev Buium out at the top. And he can have a defending player come at him as hard as he did there. One little shimmy shake, and he can do that spin move and get on the offensive side of him. And when that happens, the defensive player's in tough position and gets a stick under his skates there. You can see that penalty. But here's a little dipsy doodle that he's so good at. Little spin around to the outside. Raycroft sticks underneath him, and he's going to the box again.
So Raycroft in the box for his second time this evening. Third power play for Team USA. They're 1 for 2.
Great movement on the last one. They're looking at that middle player. Bernovic got the one opportunity. Nelson got another good look on the second unit in that same spot.
The Americans grab the puck. It's Higgins with it now. He attacks, throws with it to the net, stopped by George, and he holds on.
And these power plays back-to-back like this, when your players like Higgins and Leonard and Perreault and Buium, and you get 3 chances to touch the puck as many times as you have on 2 power plays, that only gets you into the game more. So you can see Higgins walks down to the top of the circle, rips one low, is trying to beat him 5-hole, but knowing that most probably there'll be a rebound if anything.
Team USA gains possession again. Higgins back to Buium. Bernovic in the slot area, then cleared out. Nice play by Tanner Howe. Here comes Buium again. Buium over the blue line. Looking to get the set. Winds it around the wall. Higgins with it. Gets moved across. Perreault. Perreault gets it back. Throws it up to Buium, walks in, his shot just goes wide. Higgins with it. Puck in the feet, Higgins comes up with it, spins back, apply to Buium, throws it to the net, blockered away by George. Puck skitters out to the high slot, Buium gets it to Perreault, takes a look, fires and just misses the cage. The puck goes all the way out of the zone. 44 seconds left on the penalty.
And Gabe Perreault going back to the bench with his hands on his helmet. He knew he had something high glove there and just pulled it a little bit up and high and wide.
There comes Zemer now. Gains the zone. Chips it to himself. Battle in the corner. Clock ticking on this power play. Wound around and out. 19 seconds and counting. Cole Hudson starts up the ice. Wiggles his way through. He gets possession. He's inside the blue line. He tried to attack. Now the puck comes loose to Zimmer. He throws one on goal. Back through, and nobody there for Team USA. Kind of a crazy sequence there where Zimmer was able to get a shot while down. There's another shot just off the shoulder of George and goes into the netting and out of play. So Team Canada kills off that one. Good opportunity for Cole Hudson. Team USA leads this one.
Let's run it. You already know.
I told y'all to run that. Come on now.
Download the PrizePicks app today. Enter $5 and get $50 instantly. PrizePicks, run your game.
Mando Whole Body Deodorant is clinically proven to block odor all day and control it for 72 hours. What's Mando's secret? It paralyzes odor-causing bacteria. You stop bacteria, you stop odor. Plus, it was invented by a doctor right here in the USA. Get 30% off at shopmando.com.
The greatest sled hockey players in the world will descend upon Buffalo, New York this spring for the 2025 IPC World Para Ice Hockey Championship. Ticket information is coming soon. For the latest news and info, visit usahockey.com and click Team USA. And I'm sure you'll see Declan Farmer there, one of the very best to ever play sled hockey for Team USA. Fortescue with a shot. Turned aside by George. That one gets deflected up into the netting. We'll get another face-off in the Canadian zone.
And one of the things that the Americans were a little concerned about the last game, they weren't very good on face-offs. They've been much better tonight as Toronto wins that one. They get 2 scoring chances, or at least 2 pucks to the net off of that face-off win in the offensive zone.
More Durant and Stiga out there for Team USA. Catton out there with McKenna. And then number 13, Pinelli. Here's a quick shot, knocked down in front. Stiga almost got a stick on it, goes up in the air. Bounces around near the blue line. McKenna's on it. Here's Gavin McKenna. Pulls up. And he gets bumped by his own player. Now he gets a quick shot, stop there, rebound, just missed the mark. Pinelli had a great opportunity, just missed the post. Team USA trying to come the other way quickly, ahead of Stiga. Durant with a big bump there on Price as that puck gets wound around. Catton throws it through a little too far for McKenna. He chases in with Logan Hensler. Plants there, gets it ahead to Swoboda. That one came out of the zone. And now it's lost in the equipment, maybe? Or it might have just jumped over the bench. So we'll get a face-off outside the U.S. zone.
And you're going to see McKenna gets into a good spot here as this puck comes back to him here as Pinelli gets it over to him. Drake safe, but watch Trey Augustine get back to his post and be ready for this rebound. And because he's in position, Pinelli has to make a perfect shot, shoots it wide. So when the goaltender's on and the shooters start thinking they got to make perfect shots, you're going to see a lot of shots go wide, and that was the case there.
4:03 left here in period number 2. Final game of the preliminary round. The winner of this game wins Pool A, and they will get a quarter-final date on the 2nd of January with Switzerland. The team that loses this game will depend on which fashion the team loses. If Canada is able to get this game to overtime, under any circumstances, there'll be 1 or 2. For Team USA, they need a win because they lose the tiebreaker to Finland.
Very well explained. Thank you. Because I'm still unsure as I read through this.
And here we're going to get another penalty, and it's going to be on Canada again. Now Swoboda gets knocked down in front. Bonk takes a liberty there with one already called on his team.
Credit here to David Carl's team by not retaliating, staying disciplined. They've drawn 3 penalties in a row here in about the last 10 minutes. And you want to take a game over, execute on this power play, get this 2-goal lead, frustrate Canada for taking these penalties.
Holding call on Dickinson. The fans again wishing the best to the officials in 2025.
Yeah, and I think this all started from what happened in the first period, but you can see that he gets an edge on him as he's driving around him. And
the linesman was kind of in the way there.
But Plant reaches as Plant's driving wide, Dickinson reaches his hand in there and slows down his progress. So holding interference.
Well, Team USA now on their 4th power play of the game. They scored on their first one, couldn't do anything in the last 3. Here's Perreault, throws it to the net. They try to get a tip play in front. Leonard got knocked down. He's still struggling to get up. Hagen's trying to take it right back in there. That shot was blocked down. Puck comes up high. Bouillon walking in, attacking. Gets it down to Perreault. His shot bounding around in front. It goes over the net and cleared out of the zone.
And Ryan Leonard is taking a beating in front of the net, but he is standing there and taking it. So you look for him to get rewarded for paying a price there.
And he has been a little snake bitten in this tournament. He's had shots hit the post. He's had shots where it bounced just wide as that one gets deflected out of the zone.
He has. And the other thing that Ryan Leonard has, and he's a pick that's going to be in the NHL real soon for Washington, but you can see Hagens attacks the net here. He's got a good opportunity in the big block there by the Canadian defenseman Gibson. And here's Perreault finding a chance as he's catches George's trying to cheat for that backdoor tap and then tries to sneak it in. But George holds it long enough to make that save. But there's Leonard in front. Wow. Gets a little whack. There's another cross check he takes to the back.
Yeah, great look on the super slow-mo. This puck is going to be cleared all the way down into the body of Hudson. 1:15 left on the penalty. Those great looks, the super slow-mos. Got to thank Paul Graham.
Yes.
TSN is retiring this year. 35 years this tournament TSN has covered it. And Paul Graham has been the driving force. And 45 years in the business, 35 years with this tournament. Yeah, thank you very much, Paul Graham, who is just has done an amazing job in building this tournament for TSN in Canada. So we wish him well. And that puck comes out of the zone. Team USA back into the offensive zone. 37 seconds left. Puck's going to get wound around and out of the zone again. So Canadians looking to get some momentum from these kills, Tony.
They should, but what they're doing is tiring out a lot of their penalty killers, and they're taking a lot of guys that aren't able to kill penalties out of this game by not getting any regular shifts here.
Connolly down the wall. Bonk is there to play it. Zemer kicks back up high to Cole Hudson. 14 seconds left on the power play. Eiserman with it. Throws it through to Hudson. Takes a look. Fires. Goes over the net. Zemer's there. Throws it through. Nelson just fanned on it. He had a look. Here comes Team Canada the other way. Penalty is over. Dickinson joins the play. Puck comes through. One-time opportunity in front. Banged around loose. It's still loose underneath. Comes back to Molendyk. Bodies all over the place. And once again, Trey Augustine was able to keep it out. That was messy, Tony.
It was messy, and you talked about the momentum coming out of the PK.
Here's another shot. Bad angle drive goes up in the air and off the glass. I thought it hit the netting. You could see there the Canadian defenseman looking for that one to go off the netting. And there's a shot stop in front there. Eiserman with a chance. Canadians kept playing, but they were looking for a stoppage. But we have played on. Here's Cowan tries to cut through. Fortescue gets it ahead to Moore. Oliver Moore to the middle. Takes a look. Pulls back. Throws to the corner. In front, Moore just can't get enough of it. He chases it into the corner. Takes a bump. Dickinson gets it ahead to Ritchie. And he gets it up the ice. Here's Cowan now. Drops it off. A lot of look here. Shot just wide. A great look by Minio. Boy, he walked right down Main Street, and then that puck goes out of play.
And there's Minio, the defenseman that came up into the play, gets a drop pass, and you're right, he walks in right down Broadway there and rips it wide. Here's the one from a few seconds earlier, right after the PK. one-timer that Trey makes the save and is able to sit and stay big as he's on the ice to prevent any rebounds to be poked in. There's a great blocker save and great. You see his right pad out there taking away the whole bottom half of the net.
Big face-off here. 14.2 seconds left. Leonard on the draw with Cat. Leonard wins it. Comes back, and Henzo gets it out. Here's Hagens now. Leaves it for Pro, throws it to the net off the glass. Under 5 seconds left in the period. Maybe one more shot. Bouillon throws it at the net wide. And that will do it. Oh, a little nasty action in front with Leonard and Bonk. And Leonard gave him a little how do you do with the stick between the legs.
Yeah.
And they have to be separated. And now we're going to get a penalty. And I bet you Leonard is going to get the penalty.
That's what it looks like.
So Ryan Leonard gets a penalty. The Americans will start with the kill. But for now, after 2, 1-0 USA, let's get it to Jamison Coyle in the studio.
Back pain. When you've got it, you know it. Introducing the X-Back from CopperFit, our groundbreaking technology designed for compression support of your lower back and core like you've never experienced before. Engineered with our most innovative, patent-pending, Advanced X compression system. Evenly distributes the support across a broader surface area of your back for relief of lower back aches and pains. A super lightweight mesh fabric, ventilated to increase airflow and release excess heat. An orthopedic designed alloy support panel and 4 built-in flexible stabilizers to help improve alignment and promote better posture. The all-new X-Back from CopperFit, the most customizable support for relief of lower back pain you will ever wear. Guaranteed or your money back. Get yours now at getxback.com or call 1-800-497-6490. Order right now and your shipping is free. CopperFit. Feel the difference.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Don't keep me outside. Keep me outside. Keep me outside.
I'm Daniel, the founder of Pretty Litter, the color-changing, health-monitoring cat litter. Did you know that cats tend to hide symptoms of sickness and pain? I learned this the hard way after losing my cat, which drove me to create this. By working with scientists and veterinarians, we were able to develop a new litter with color-changing technology to help you keep tabs on your cat's health. Built with advanced odor control, this litter keeps your home smelling fresher longer. So give it a try. Visit prettylitter.com today.
Key that unlocked all my opportunities.
Your achievement has set an example for so many students. Most importantly, your daughter.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free adult education centers near you.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
These walls and windows hold me tight. The warm embrace we all call home. This little street is a land of liberty of its own, where I always have a place to go. I'm free to call this place mine. We all deserve a place to call home.
That's an American dream.
He's got the creativity, he's got the size, he's got the strength. It's kind of the total package.
This is a team that has some serious aspirations here in Jersey. Jack Hughes is the catalyst. Man, it's dangerous offensively. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Intermission Reports. 1-0 USA, still on top of Canada after 2, alongside Bruce Boudreau, Dave Starman. I'm Jamison Coyle. A highly entertaining game so far, although you were saying, Bruce, not a whole lot to cheer about if you're a Canadian fan just yet. So we do have a prop for you here.
You never give up.
Throw that on.
And the one thing about Canada,
they know how to come from behind.
There you go.
And they're finally getting another power play, so I feel it's going to be early in the third. This game will be tied.
All right, giddy up, yeehaw. Here we go. The highlights from period number 2 in Ottawa. And Stark, you were talking about 5-on-5 so far. This game has been completely dominated by Canada.
No question. It's a good thing the U.S. got some power plays out of this game, because if not, they might not have any shots. I mean, Canada's been really good 5-on-5 through the tournament. But at least here, the U.S. got one of their objectives done, and that is they got a puck in deep. Now they're winning some battles early on in this period. They got 2 or 3 kicks at the can off of one good forecheck, and I thought that was a really good start to the period. But as the period wore on, Canada became the better team defensively, really limited a lot of the U.S. chances. My opinion, though, on the Canadian side, they've been a little too cavalier with the puck, throwing the puck in high danger areas.
And they will learn. I mean, these soft passes do not work at the next level. I mean, they at all. They'll be picked off through the middle all night long. But I mean, you got to give them credit for their ingenuity. Like, I mean, these guys are really good players.
Speaking of giving credit, we should give some credit to Trey Augustine. In the pipes, he's faced 27 shots so far. He's made 27 saves. We talked about his sub-900 save percentage coming into this 4th and final game of the prelims. He has been outstanding so far.
I would tell you he looks a lot more like him in this game than he did in his other couple of appearances. He's been a lot more aggressive. He has really sealed the low ice well, built the wall nicely. Rebounds have not been sitting in front of him like I thought they were in a little bit in the other games, and his glove hand has been better. To me, Augustine has been a story in this game, obviously, with the amount of pressure that Canada's put on him. But I really think that his ability to keep most rebounds, with the exception of that one, out of danger areas, has been a #1 thing for the U.S.
Yeah, well, that's experience. Like, I mean, that's why at the beginning of the game I said I'm not worried about the first 3 games. He knows now the next 3 games are going to be very, very important, and he's come to play, and he won last year, and he's going to be great for the rest of the tournament.
All right, so 1-0 USA on top of Canada after 40 minutes in Ottawa. We head up to Ottawa right now. Our JP Morosi standing by with Brody Zemer.
Thanks, Brody. Canada has had the shot advantage for most of tonight. Why is the scoreboard still in your team's favor?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Trey Augustine, obviously standing on his head. We got to have his back a little bit here in the next 20.
David Carl changed up your forward lines before this game. What impact has that had on your team here tonight?
Yeah, I think we can play with whoever on this team. Obviously, there's so many skilled guys, so just kind of new lines, new vibes. Try to get something going.
The atmosphere tonight, Brody, how has this already lived up to what you imagined it would be?
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, it sucks getting booed, but it's really cool. Something I'll never forget.
Thanks, Brody. All the best for the third.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you.
All right, JP, thank you very much. Team USA on top, heading to period number 3. When we come back, we'll talk about the paid guys as if it couldn't get any worse for the Rangers ending 2024. When do you hear the news about that guy, Igor Shesterkin? That's next.
What if your body didn't have to hurt after being active? Introducing Stogo, the only apparel with adjustable medical-grade support designed to help you overcome injuries, minimize pain, and regain the confidence to get back out there. Stogo's supportive apparel is engineered with 90 feet of high-strength cables that reinforce the body and control dials that allow you to adjust the support. Stogo is trusted by professionals, world-class athletes, and weekend warriors who all want one thing: more activity and less pain. Learn more at Stogo.com.
I love what I do, which is help people make the switch to consumer cellular. Like our customers, Courtney and Jackie.
Anytime anybody complains about their cell phone bill, we say, you've got to check out Consumer Cellular.
Consumer Cellular gives you access to a fast, reliable, nationwide network for up to half the cost of big wireless.
My previous provider was terrible.
Why are we paying this much for our cell phone bill? It's crazy, right?
Dropped calls or missed calls. To me, that was just normal.
We wouldn't get to talk to a person. Now with Consumer Cellular, no problems.
Our reception is so much better with Consumer Cellular. It's been amazing.
I just made a road trip across half the country, and I did not have one dropped call.
Better customer service. They tell me exactly what I'm paying and why I'm paying for it.
And here's my favorite part. You can save up to half on your bill.
It's within $1 of being half of my old bill.
With Verizon, I was paying about $150 a month. With Consumer Cellular, I'm paying about half that.
As AARP members, we get 2 lines for $55 a month.
I'm getting the exact same coverage for half the price. That's a beautiful thing.
Done deal.
We'll set you up with the best plan for you and help you wrap things up with your old provider. It all takes about 20 minutes.
Switching over took about 20 minutes. That's it.
Consumer Cellular customer service reps are.
What's up, hockey fans? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's to you and to your family. I hope the best for everyone in 2025. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, the USA and Canada. I am so fired up. I am so excited. This is the best game of the year every year on New Year's Eve. Let's get after it. Come on. I want to see that same excitement with the like button and sharing this link out so we can get more Canada fans here in the chat cheering on the red and white. Now let's get back to the hockey. Thanks for sharing it out, and thanks for hitting that like button. Thumbs up. We'll see you back in there.
Still 1-0 USA on top, getting set for period number 3. While we wait on that, let's update you on some of the scores around the NHL today. Busy New Year's Eve day, 13 games, including the Winter Classic. You can see some of the results here. The Caps stay hot, taking down the Bruins 3-1. Leafs take down the Islanders. Golden Knights lose to the Habs. Look at the Blues Blackhawks. St. Louis taking it outdoors and taking it to the Hawks in the Windy City. 6-2 the final in the Winter Classic. Red Wings, Penguins, that one's going on right now, as are some of these late games out west. You can see plenty of action going on in the NHL and a really good game going on in Ottawa right now. Meanwhile, the news in the New York metro area, not so great. This per Molly Walker. Igor Shesterkin going on IR with an upper body injury, that per source. Bruce, this for a team that, yikes, it is spiraling downhill in the wrong direction right now, and now without their best player and their best netminder in net. He's out for at least the next 3 games. Where does this situation go?
Well, you know, things don't look good, obviously. The Rangers, the way they've been playing, and with Shesterkin getting hurt. But I'm always just been a big believer when things look bleakest and people expect you to lose, is you find that way to everybody to step it up. And now's the time. I mean, even though their next 7 games are a gauntlet that they're running through, if they can get through them without Shesterkin, I think they'll be at least they'll put a push on for the playoffs. But I mean, it's going to take everybody to do this.
Feels like a big if, because you look at that schedule ahead: Bruins, Caps, Blackhawks, Devils, Stars, Vegas Golden Knights, and then the Avs. That is murderer's row at this point.
It is, but you know what? It kind of becomes next man up, right? You've been through this with key guys getting hurt, and somebody's got to fill the spot. You're paying somebody to do it. Well, so somebody's got to step in and get you on a heater, right?
Every time you think that, we're done, when I watch any sport, that team usually comes up and is successful for a couple days. Now, I don't know how long it can last, but I mean, obviously the Rangers are too good to keep floundering like this. Jonathan Quick is a really, well, he's the best American goalie ever. And, I mean, he's going to come up and finally get a chance to play a couple games in a row. I liken him winning a couple of the next 2 out of 3.
Quick was really good last year when Igor was kind of struggling to find his game. So we'll see if Jonathan Quick is the instant solution for this Rangers team and everything that ails them right now.
From UMass.
From UMass, absolutely. All right, let's take you live on the ice here and watch a little NHL hockey. Dallas and Buffalo tied at 1 to start period number 3. To Dallas we go to listen.
Off of his stick once again. Shrapnel from a broken stick that belonged to Zucker earlier in the shift. Now it's Lundqvist. Tip goes wide. 2.5 minutes into this third period, the majority of it here, and the Stars take over. They score! Jason Robertson. Dallas back in front.
Well, the Sabres could never get themselves reset after getting on their heels the previous shift. And a little bit of forechecking led to the actual goal. The chance for Ben, what a great outlet pass by Duchesne. Jamie leans on it, gets it against the grain. Second pipe in behind Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And then Quinn can't fight his way away from the pressure. That was Rope Hintz right on him. He burps it up. Robertson deposits it. Stars have a lead. For how long this time?
Second straight game that the Stars' Robertson has had a goal and an assist. The primary on Hintz's second period tally. Gets that goal here in the third. His 9th of the year, 27th point. Stars back on the attack. Shot by Lundqvist. Into traffic, Mallenstein. Cleared it off the linesman right in front of the Buffalo bench.
All right, when we come back, setting up for a fun finish in Ottawa. USA, Canada. The winner of this one takes the top spot in Group A. 20 minutes left to go. EJ and Tony with the call of that coming up after this.
Tune it up, Drewski. Say nothing, Joe.
Sounds pretty good right there.
You gotta put your butt in it. Money! Step back. Hey.
This ain't gonna fool no one, man.
You don't need a perfect shot, just the right pitch to cash in on Prize Picks. Download the app.
To have little girls coming and watching us, it reminds us why we're doing it.
Kids could own their first jersey as a PWHL jersey is incredibly special.
As a fan, you embrace that community when you rep the colors.
The fans have always been there. We've just been sort of waiting for this next step.
The game is growing.
It makes it real.
It gives them something to strive for.
Together.
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 Together we are greatness.
Amazing. That's great. Perfect.
That's a good one.
There's an easier way. From painting and cleaning to repairs and more. Taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
Hey, boss. Okay?
I said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning. With the first date, Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me.
Oh my gosh, y'all came in big numbers. So much so that we are back and we're fiercer, we're stronger, we're bigger, we're more powerful. And honey, you know I got some surprises for you. Just because we're over 50, that doesn't mean we're gonna fade out into the background. Honey, that is bull. We're over 50 and fabulous, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Oh yeah, we're back.
Smash through the action. Break the ice with On the Fly. Catch every gargantuan goal, every seismic save, plus reacts from our experts On the Fly after the game on NHL Network.
The broadcast of this game is authorized by USA Hockey. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of any image, sound, account, or description of this game without the express written consent of USA Hockey and the International Ice Hockey Federation is strictly prohibited. Take a look at our game summary so far. No scoring in period number 2. The shots 26-18 in favor of Team Canada. EJ Raddick, Tony Granato here with you. JP Morosi downstairs handling the interviews. And Tony, there was some question about Trey Augustine, how he was going to perform tonight. He had struggled in his first 2 starts. Not tonight.
No, he certainly has answered the bell for his team tonight. The Canadians, every time they seem to get an offensive zone chances or any sort of momentum, you can see Trey Augustine is going to stand tall, be confident and calm back there, and cover the bottom half of the net. And he stayed in position. He hasn't got himself out of the paint. He's been able to recover and get back into position. That low pad coverage of what he's been able to do on those rebound chances tonight has been exceptional.
So there you can see David Carl, and a little nervous right now because Team USA starts this period on the penalty kill. At the end of period 2, Ryan Leonard got goaded into taking a penalty. Good job by Oliver Bonk. And got a reaction. The referee, as always, Tony, takes the second guy, as we've seen over many, many years of hockey. So Team USA has to kill this penalty if they want to kind of hold on to this lead and try to create some momentum in the third period.
Yeah, and it's one thing that the Americans did really well as the second period especially went on. They went to 3 penalties in a row, went to Canada, and unfortunately for the U.S. team, Ryan Leonard takes one right at the buzzer, and Canadians will start off on the power play here.
So Team Canada wins the draw. We're underway here in the third period. Thanks again to all of you great hockey fans, wherever you may be watching. A happy New Year to you. Have a healthy and safe New Year's Eve. Boone gets the puck and clears it out. Canadians will have to start over. Dickinson, he's a good skater.
He sure is.
San Jose Sharks draft pick. Puck is cleared out. Good effort there by Ritchie. Tried to grab it, but just couldn't glove it down. George plays it.
Good pressure by the U.S. team in their own end, forcing those 2 turnovers and 2 clears early in the power play for Canada.
Here's Ritchie. It goes off his stick. He just fires it in, winds it around. It comes right there to Minetti, and he just fires it down the ice. So
3 in a row.
We're through a minute of this power play opportunity. Here's McKenna now with some speed. McKenna gets it over to Raycroft. Back up high. Nadeau gets it back. So is that Jogger? He looks and fires it wide. McKenna. There's Nadeau. He loses the puck. Team USA tries to clear but can't get it out. Now it's loose. It's going to the wall. And a good job by Terrance to clear it down. Quietly, Kerry Terrance has had a really good tournament, Tony, in a lot of different little areas.
Yep, around the net fronts, at both net fronts, helping out his D down low, and in the offensive zone, creating traffic, being strong at the net front.
There's McKenna to the goal line. Nadeau up high, shot by Muhlendak, turned aside there by Augustine. Less than 10 seconds left in the power play. They try to get it through to Muhlendak again. They throw it through. One-time opportunity, and it's banked home by Nadeau. He scores on the power play with just 2 ticks left in the penalty to Ryan Leonard, and Team Canada is on the board. We're tied at 1.
And the roof almost blew off the building there with this crowd. They've been sitting here waiting to cheer for something all night, and they finally got their moment. And U.S. team did a great job all the way through this till right to the end, but this all started with a 1-point shot that opened up a little bit of diagonal there, and you can see the diagonal pass gets through, and Nadeau makes no mistake with it. No chance for Trey Augustine to get over there. So we got a hockey game here.
So Team Canada makes Team USA pay for that penalty to Ryan Leonard. He's in the box, so kind of a, just a meaningless penalty at the end of a period. Got goaded into it by Oliver Bonk. He doesn't get an assist, but he deserves one, because he created that opportunity by getting Leonard to take the penalty. So, as we suspected, this was going to be tight. The crowd is revved up now, and this is going to be a fun third period, and who knows how long we get going here, Tony.
Well, I know I'm enjoying every second of it, so the more hockey we can see tonight, the better it is for me. And we should comment on how great these players are. You can see this from the point. They had already established that point shot. There's that diagonal pass. Great passing lane that Yeager finds.
And then Nadeau buries it.
He did. He was waiting for that one. That was right on the ladies' tee and made the most of it.
And Bradley Nadeau, a Carolina Hurricanes pick. He was a first-round pick in 23. He actually played a game for the Canes last year, late in the season on April the 16th against the Columbus Blue Jackets. No points in the game, but nonetheless got an NHL game in. Now continuing to play in the Western Hockey League. Team USA now looking to answer. Cole Hudson behind the net. Throws it through, tried to get it to Leonard. He gets knocked down, and we're going to get a penalty. So Leonard took one, now he draws one as Minio is going to head to the box, and the fans don't like it.
Neither does Dave Cameron there.
Coaches don't like many penalties against their team.
But again, being physical and being into the game, there's a difference between being smart and taking advantage of just playing the right way. And this is a stick in the back of the head of Leonard that the referee's only about 20 feet from, and he sees it. And the United States will go back on the power play.
So Team USA 1 for 4 on at the power play so far. Minio in the box for the cross check. 5th power play opportunity for Team USA. Leonard out there with Higgins, Brnovik, and then up high you got Perot, and you got Bouillon. Jagger going to take the draw for Team Canada. .50-50 puck. The Canadians come away with it. Comes to the sidewall, and Howe just fires it down. Augustine gloves it and leaves it for Bouillon. University of Denver star leaves it for Leonard. Leonard now up the ice. Ryan Leonard looking to walk through. Spins back. They get to the set. Bouillon taking a look. Perot to the goal line. Leonard tried to make a play through to Brnovik. Couldn't do it. Puck comes up to the point. Kept in by Bouillon. Over to Perot. Takes a peek. Deeks now loses the puck. Goes behind the net with it. Higgins has it. Gets it up to Bouillon. Bouillon. Perot. Behind the net again. Perot with it behind the net. Throws it out to Higgins. Here's a shot by Bouillon. Blocked down in front. And the puck is cleared out of the zone. A minute left on the power play. Higgins. The puck comes through there to Perot. Walks down. Around the net. Throws it in front. Knocked away. Brnovik comes out and gets it. Holds on, fights off some pressure, gets it back to Bouillon. 45 seconds left. One-time opportunity. They just missed the deflection, and the puck goes all the way down.
And you're right, he just missed that deflection. You see Higgins as he winds up for this one-timer. He knows Brnovik's at the net front. He's looking for that tip back door. Just missed out.
27 seconds left on the power play. Here's Connolly, Trevor Connolly. Back to Nelson. Nelson leaves it there for Hudson. Hudson attacking to the goal line. Looking out, Hudson behind the net, throws it through, finds Nelson, and he scores! Danny Nelson in the high slot with a great pass from Cole Hudson, and Team USA returns the favor on the power play, and they take the 2-1 lead.
And good poise. Again, Cole Hudson in the offensive zone. He's got the puck half of the game in the offensive zone. You can see the defenseman here. He comes down, and when he gets in this position below the goal line, it's tough for the defenders to figure out where all the USA players are. He finds Nelson, makes a nice little play through that little seam there. And then Nelson, who has been great all tournament, is able to rip one high blocker and get the U.S. team the 2-1 lead. Got some USA fans, like we said, in the building, all happy.
Happy, pumped up.
Mom and Dad.
So Team USA on the power play goal by Nelson. Off the assist there by Hudson. And they retake the lead. It's 2-1. 3 goals tonight, Tony, all on the power play. Both teams. 2 for the U.S., 1 for the Canadians. Puck gets shoveled out in the neutral zone.
So I think you're telling me both teams should stay out of the box the rest of the game.
Stay out of the box. Okay. Well, that's what the coach. You were a coach.
Yeah, the coaches might have said that before the game, during the game, and every shift on the bench. They're probably saying the same thing.
Stay out of the box. Puck just cleared down the ice by Zemer, and it stays alive. Good skating there. Good job by Moore. Fans didn't like it, but Moore hustled to keep that play from being an icing, and now a chance in front. Platt just fires it. It goes over the cage. Great play by Moore. And now it gets turned over the other way, and Canada looks to counterattack. Catton with it. Pulls up and shovels it in. Fortescue behind his own net. New York Ranger draft pick. Puck comes ahead. Platt was able to dive and stop it, jump back to his feet. But Catton picks it up for Canada. He gets knocked down, and we're going to get a penalty here.
David Carl's not real excited about having to go on the kill again.
USA number 23, minor bounty slashing.
So Brnovik for slashing. Here it is. Well, it knocks the stick out of the hand, but it wasn't much.
It was not much. There's Cole Hudson doing his thing, going behind the goal line, finds that little lane to Nelson, and Nelson gets his second power play goal and third goal of the tournament there. It's a pretty darn good shot for what's supposed to be a checking center. Danny Nelson. Look at the bench. Nelson with his celebration, maybe looking for mom and dad in the stands.
And David Carl having some words with the officials, and you could see he is not happy. So David Carl making his feelings known to the officials.
And if our viewers do not know who David Carl is, you will know a lot of him for the next many, many, many years, because he's at DU. He's won national champions there. He's won gold medals here. He's an up-and-coming coach that will get an NHL job real soon.
Whenever he wants one, probably.
Yes, that's probably pretty accurate.
There's a shot to the net, goes wide. A stick goes out of the hands there of Terrence. He doesn't have a stick, so it's basically 5-on-3 right now. A shot to the net stopped by Augustine, and that stick is all the way at the point, so he cannot get that stick. Catton with it, down low. Cowan up high. Dickinson looking across. Here's Catton, fires, stop, loose in front, backs around, and now Augustine grabs it, and Kerry Terrence can go get his stick.
And you're going to see a penalty killer here, and Terrence loses his stick. It's not a very comfortable feeling as a penalty killer being out there with no stick. And you can see right here, it goes flying out of his hands. And there's two options there as a penalty killer. When it's the third period there, you could get to the bench as soon as you see an opportunity, race to the bench and either have somebody change because you're close, your bench is close, or go for a stick. He decided to stay back and try to block some shots.
Team USA gets the puck and they fire it out.
Big face-off win for Sabota there.
Big right shot from BU. Grew up in the Pittsburgh area. Real good player. I enjoy watching him play.
Just a
good size, strong player.
Solid up and down player. While they play center or wing, is very effective.
There's Cowan now up high in the zone. Throws it through, gets it back. Takes a look. Watch there by Moore. Work to the outside. Dickinson's shot goes wide and out of the zone. 50 seconds left on the power play. Here's Cowan again, walking it in. Looks to spin around. Throws it through to Dickinson. They exchange up high. Cowan gets it back to Dickinson. Throws it over. One-time chance in front. It got knocked down. Bounces around in the slot. Still loose. Picked up by Ritchie. Dickinson. Back to Ritchie. He fires. It gets blocked, and then Augustine just gets it and just gobbles it up. Looked like it got stopped on the way in, but it went right into the pads of Augustine, who holds on.
I think Trey Augustine is well aware that Cal Ritchie's going to be over there with a stick up to the ceiling waiting for a one-timer, as he scored his first goal that way and took 2 whacks at it there. But here comes that chance. See the slide over there by Dickinson. There's a play to the net. Here he comes, pounding it. Our goaltender there, Trey Augustine, over in great position to make that save.
Off the draw, McKenna with a shot. Oh, what a stop by Augustine. He got the blocker, or maybe the stick on it. Comes through to McKenna again. He gets another chance, throws it through. Good stick there by Trance, and now he's got a chance to break Moore. Moore has good speed. Down the left side. Trance coming with a nice play there by Molendyke. He starts it the other way. Clock ticking down on the power play opportunity. Here's Jagger, throws it through. Here's McKenna, walks in, hits the pipe, and the puck is cleared out. Gavin McKenna with a great look, hits the post, and it stays out. Nadeau with it now, throws it up high. Minio behind the net. McKenna gets it over to Price, back to McKenna. He tries to come out around the net, nobody was there. Perreault throws it through. Higgins. And now they have to regroup as they ran into the plays. Finally, Perreault gets it back across. There's Leonard with a shot. Stopped by Carter George, and he's going to hold on. Chances at both ends. Goals at both ends. The Americans lead 2-1.
This telecast of the IIHF World Junior Championship is presented by Sense Arena. Own the ice in virtual reality with NHL Sense Arena 25.
Experience a new reality of off-ice hockey with NHL Sense Arena 25. Available on MetaQuest. Transform any space into your own virtual rink where you can practice anytime, anywhere. With modes for goalies and players, get unlimited access to hundreds of drills, training plans, and more. Get more ice time at home with a hockey training aid that fits into any space and any schedule. Train smarter, play faster. NHL Sense Arena.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside.
The San Jose Sharks select Macklin Celebrini.
You're watching NHL Network.
The top American players eligible for this June's NHL draft will face off in the Chipotle All-American game on January the 16th at USA Hockey Arena in the Detroit suburb of Plymouth, Michigan. Opening face-off is 7 o'clock p.m. and tickets are on sale now by visiting USAHockeyArena.com or in person at the box office. Don't miss this unique chance to see the coming stars of the NHL January the 16th at USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, and Tony and I will be there.
Yes, we will, and looking forward to another great event.
Meanwhile, we got a great event here. This Team USA leads at 2-1. We get another stoppage, and while we get a stoppage, I want to give a quick shout-out to our great producer, Megan Redwood. Done an unbelievable job with us here. I think we got a couple more games in us here, but I wanted to thank Megan. She's done a great job, and also a Happy New Year to all the hardworking men and women back in Secaucus, helped getting this one on the air to you.
Absolutely.
On the NHL Network. So thanks again for all the great work. Without Megan, we'd be in trouble up here, Tony.
We would be in big trouble. Thank you, Megan.
Face off in the Canada zone. Team USA wins the draw. Here's Leonard spinning to the net, throws it across. It's in the feet, knocked around, and then here comes Canada the other way. On the rush. They pull up a shot glove down there. Shot coming in there from Cataford, and not surprisingly, Ethan Gauthier takes the stop at the blue paint.
And you pointed out this earlier that Trey Augustine is watching that puck go right into the webbing, and this one is an easy one for him. And I'm sure that there will be a lot of pucks thrown to that crease area from the Canada side of things the rest of this game.
McKenna had that great opportunity that hit the right where the looked like where the crossbar and the post come together, just off there, and or else he would have had a tie hockey game. McKenna is as advertised. When he has the puck, Tony,
dangerous.
You sit up.
Yes,
you pay attention. Not eligible for the draft for 2 years till 2026. Playing as an underager, 17-year-old in this tournament. Something special. Now here's Swoboda coming in. Tries to get to the net. He's going to get a penalty. The puck gets knocked in afterward, and now we're going to have more pushing and shoving. Hagen's knocked that puck in afterwards, which, I mean, let's face it, if it's loose there and you have a chance to do it, you do it. The whistle had already blown, and now we get a lot of pushing and shoving in the corner. There was going to be a penalty on the play as Swoboda broke in.
There was a great play in the neutral zone that Moore took the defenseman on his back, knocked the puck to a soft area that Swoboda was able to drive into the Canada zone and get a breakaway, draw a penalty. You can see it right here in the neutral zone, that little play to space. Swoboda gets in, there's the penalty, and there's the whack by Plant as he thought the puck was loose, but it looked like it was underneath George's glove.
Yeah, it was Plant there and not Hagens.
And there's Swoboda driving through. There's a little hook on the hands that's called. Puck's covered by George, and Plant takes a whack at it. You don't hear a whistle, you got to stay on it, and Plant did. And there's the U.S. bench taking a look at it. But another big power play opportunity here for the U.S. team to take a 2-goal lead.
So Molendyk in the box for hooking. And for Team USA, a 6th power play opportunity in this game. 2 for 5 thus far. Nelson and Jagger on the draw. Puck goes behind the net. Team Canada's going to get possession. Tanner Howe gets it and flips it out.
Coach David Carl decides to start his second unit. He scored the goal.
Well, Cole Hudson's on that second unit, so I don't even know if that is a second unit anymore. I mean, he's been so good. He leads the tournament in scoring.
Yes, he does.
He's got 2 points tonight, a goal and an assist. Connolly gets it back to Hudson. Attacking from the point. Takes a look through. Head is up. Throws it through and hits the skate and goes out of the zone. 1:21 left on the power play.
Same thing with Hudson going down the wall. He thought he saw Zima there that could fire a pass across to the open stick at the net front. Just missed.
U.S. gets the zone again. Leonard chases to the corner. Watch there by Bonk. Comes up the wall. The Canadians are going to come out. Here comes Gauthier now with speed. Throws it across. Knocked down in front. Still loose, and then it's cleared to the wall, and Higgins comes the other way. James Higgins leaves it for Bernovic. His pass gets deflected, but Leonard comes up with it. Bouillon now. Stratos a shot pass to the middle. Bernovic couldn't get a lot on it. Gauthier gets it to Ruchenko, and he just flips it out. 30 seconds left on.
On that last shorthanded chance, Hudson came all the way back to lift the Canadian stick as it was passed across the crease, but he was back there to back check and make a nice defensive play.
Here's Leonard now, and his shot, and it hits the pipe. Leonard has hit 2 pipes tonight, and he's probably hit 3 or 4 or 5 in this tournament.
And for a power forward to be the drop man on the power play and be able to read plays to get in like that to get to a scoring area, and obviously he's got a great shot because he's ripped a lot from that area.
So the penalty is over. Molendyk is out of the box. Coming up on 9 minutes left in regulation. Team USA with the 2-1 lead. Hudson and Nelson with the goals. Here's Bouillon over to Moore. He just chips one in. Seeing more chip-ins tonight from Team USA, and that was the message from David Carl. It was delivered. And that one's going to be offside at the blue line. Stick goes flying. There's the captain, Ryan Leonard. Team USA has the lead.
Back pain. When you've got it, you know it. Introducing the X-Pack from CopperFit, our groundbreaking technology designed for compression support of your lower back and core like you've never experienced before. Engineered with our most innovative, patent-pending, advanced X compression system. Evenly distributes the support across a broader surface area of your back for relief of lower back aches and pains. A super lightweight mesh fabric, ventilated to increase airflow and release excess heat. An orthopedic design.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! The one that's listening to the USA and Canada game! Thanks for hanging out with us! Why haven't you hit that subscribe button yet? Come on, we're growing an awesome community of Toronto sports fans here on TSI, and we are going for 68,000 today on New Year's Eve. We're at 6731 at the time of recording. I think we can get 969 subs today with 4 different lives. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for subscribing and turning on that bell so you don't miss it when we're live for hockey, football, basketball, anything. If it's Toronto sports or it's a playoff game, we're here. We're live. Cheers, Insiders. Thanks for subscribing and turning on that bell. Go Canada, go.
Hudson gets all the way back in, makes a great defensive play to break that up. Here comes Leonard the other way. Top of the circle, rips one off the post on the far side.
We assure you, McKenna hit the post.
Definitely hit the post. Yes, he did.
So they play on here. Canada in their own end. 8:25 and counting in regulation. New Year's Eve battle. Final game of the preliminary round here in Pool A play. Team USA and Canada. McKenna with it. Quick shot to the net, blocked. Comes back. McKenna fires one that deflects just wide. McKenna is a force out here in this third period. Here's Cowan with it. Gets it up high. Mineo back to Price. Throws it through. Loose in front. Menedian charging out with it. Aaron Menedian, nice play there. Gets it up and then he takes a hit from behind by Cowan. And there's going to be another needless penalty by Team Canada. That was a nothing play. And Cowan decided to run Minetti into the boards. Cowan's going to head to the box. That's just flat out not smart.
Yep, you can see the refs are meeting there in a second. Cowan is being escorted to the box. Fans here in Canada are not happy. But a simple little play, again, a little dump and play, and that is a dangerous hit. Wow, there. So that's a penalty in any league, anytime.
Yeah, well, hopefully Minetti is okay. Got up okay.
You see numbers, and you're only 5 feet from the board. That player's going nowhere but head first into the boards there. So not a smart play.
Yeah, it's not really necessary, really. You're down a goal. The puck was getting dumped in. Minetti was going back to the bench. And there he is. He's okay, the New Jersey native.
And Canada's played well 5-on-5, and they're taking themselves out of this game. And again, allowing Higgins and Leonard and Perreault and Yzerman and Bayom and all the skill players to get another power play chance.
So a 7th power play chance now for Team USA in this game. They've converted on 2. So they'll try to do it again. Off the draw count against the puck. And Howell with it. Tanner Howell fires it all the way down. Bouillon starting it up. Fakes the drop and takes it in. Bouillon pulls up. Throws it to the middle. Bernovic was in his skates. Bouillon now. Over to Perreault. Throws it back to Bouillon. Across. Higgins takes a look, stopped in front. Higgins again with a shot, knocked down in front, and then cleared out of the zone.
Great save by George there, keeping his team in the game.
Here's Bouillon again. 1:15 on the power play. Good play at the blue line by Team Canada. They fire it down. Bouillon to Nelson, and then he fires it back to Perreault with speed. Gabriel Perreault tries to dance inside, gets it across, quick shot, blocked. Yzerman shot, but they don't get it out. Comes back to Yzerman, takes a look. Up at the top of the circle, he shoots and he scores! Cole Yzerman finally connects. He's had so many shots blocked in there. This time he takes a look and finishes on the power play. And the Americans take a 3-1 lead.
3-1 lead in their third power play goal of the night. And Cole Yzerman is fired up. You can see, like you said, a great shot block there and then a failed clear. And Yzerman's going to get it back. Little fake hitch, takes a step to the middle. Finds a lane to get that puck past the shot blockers and past George on the far side. And Cole Yzerman is a sniper. He is the leading scorer of the U.S. as far as goals scored at the National Development Program. He beat my buddy Cole Caulfield out by 1 goal.
You coached him at the University of Wisconsin. He scored his 100th goal, I think.
Yes, he did today. Congratulations, Cole.
Team Canada right back at a chance in front. Stopped by Augustine, and then it gets flipped out. That was a quick chance. So Canada down 2 right now. And in danger with a regulation loss of falling into the 3 spot in Pool A play, which would have them meeting the Czechs in the quarterfinals, which is not an appetizing thought for anybody.
No, it's not. The Czechs have had a good tournament.
The other side, the Swedes beat the Czechs today. They are the #1 seed. Czechs #2. Long cross ice pass. Got plenty of time left to go in this game, though. 5:50 and counting. Team USA with the 3-1 lead. All the goals in the game have been scored on the power play. 3 for the U.S., 1 for Canada. They attack again. That one looked offside, and we do get a whistle and a stoppage. So Cole Yzerman with the rocket. Blocker side on the power play. He's pumped. 3-1 USA.
Man, these seats. Right? I wonder how the other guys are doing.
We spent hours finding a deal on these.
Trash. They should have used Game Time.
The easiest way to find only the best deals for the best seats with their Game Time picks.
What time is it?
Game Time.
What if your body didn't have to hurt after being active? Introducing Stogo, the only apparel with adjustable medical-grade support designed to help you overcome.
What's up, hockey fans? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. The best night of this tournament, which is one of the best tournaments in the world ever. The World Junior Hockey Championships. Tonight, we have the United States against Canada. It doesn't get any bigger than this, ladies and gentlemen. Every New Year's Eve, we get together for USA and Canada in this tournament, and it never disappoints. Now's the time. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Let's see how many people from all over the world are gathering here cheering on Team Canada or the USA. If you know, let's see those flag emojis, city and state. If you're in the USA, you're going down tonight, USA. Let's go, Canada. Back to the hockey. Thanks for letting us know where you're watching from.
Who had a goal and 2 assists to lead the Americans to a 3-1 win with Joseph Wall in net. He's familiar with Toronto and the Air Canada Centre now as he plays in that building for the Maple Leafs right now. And he got another win today. The Leafs beat the New York Islanders. And with that, I'll give a shout out to our boss, our former boss at NHL Network, Josh Bernstein, stepping away. We love Josh. We've had the good fortune of working with him for many, many years. And the best. He's the best.
So much to help develop the NHL Network. So thanks to Josh, and we'll be talking to him. We'll be bugging him.
Yes, we will.
Puck comes all the way down. We get another icing. So 5:27, Tony. You've been a coach. What are you talking about on the Team USA bench and the Team Canada bench?
Team USA bench is, hey, keep your feet moving, sticks on the ice. You don't really want to say no penalties because that puts you on your heels. So you want to be aggressive. You want to play the same way defensively you've been. Just make sure you're skating. Don't give them any opportunity. And certainly don't get on your heels. Get on the offense. Dump the pucks in like they have been all game. Get on the forecheck.
There's a chance in front. Catton. Oh, what a nice blocker stop. Augustine stops Catton in tight, and again it was McKenna setting that up. How about on Team Canada? What are you telling those kids? They've been snake bit in this tournament.
Keep shooting, crash the net, make sure that the defense are aggressive at keeping pucks alive in the offensive zone. Stay with it, because they played well 5-on-5.
And so he gets bumped off the puck there. Comes up high. Catton again. Nice little move. Throws to the net. Good save again by Augustine. It's out of the zone. Zero doesn't have a stick, and he can't get it out. He tried desperately diving. He couldn't get it out, and then Hensel just fires it off the glass, and then it gets banged down the ice, and we're going to get a whistle and an icing.
See Catton as he gets back to the bench there. He's had a couple more chances here on this last shot. You see McKenna, oh my gosh, is he good on the offense on the forecheck, lifts the stick there. The United States defenseman, there's Catton's first chance blocker save. And here's one where he fakes a shot, goes around the defender, gets to the middle, gets a shot through that Augustine finds. And Hensler recovers the rebound and clears it out of danger.
The shots are 39-27 in favor of Canada. And that's in a game where the Americans have had 7 power play opportunities. So it shows you that Team Canada has been getting their chances in this game, but Trey Augustine has been the Trey Augustine that we figured he would be coming into this tournament, trying to become just the 6th goalie in the history of the tournament to win medals in 3 different tournaments at the World Juniors. He won bronze 2 years ago, gold medal last year, and trying to repeat. The Americans trying to repeat for the first time in their history at this tournament. They've never won back-to-back gold medals. They've got 6 goals. The first one going back to 2004 in Helsinki, and David Carl's brother Matt was on that team.
Yes, he was.
Chance to the net got deflected to the corner. Under 4 minutes of regulation, that shot got deflected wide. Shot Minio to the net, still loose in front. Nice job by Hudson, just casually chipping it down the ice.
And good job by all 5 USA players collapsing the net, making sure there was no second chance there.
Puck gets wound in behind the net. Hudson with it, goes for the little flipper. And down the ice it goes.
Good touch by him there, no icing.
Now Team Canada moving the puck up ice. 3:20 left in regulation. Here's McKenna again. Behind the net. McKenna with it. Dave Cameron going to him here late in the game, and he's responded. He has played well. Puck gets knocked through. kept in. That one shot off the glass. Comes to Catton. Watch there by Fortescue. They battle along the wall. Comes back behind the netty and throws it around the wall. We got a penalty now. And it's going to be another penalty on Team Canada. Wow. And the penalty is on Pinelli, and he is hot. He kind of turned into the linesman who kind of just grabbed him and held him. And he is still barking at the official, and off to the box he goes.
Number 13, 2 minutes for elbowing.
So 2 minutes for elbowing. Wow. It's the 8th minor penalty.
Just
a power play chance. And there it is.
It's an elbow. It's a hand to the face.
Here's a good look.
And a little follow through on it. And it's clearly a penalty. I mean, that's a contact right to Hagen's head. And this is an area that the U.S. team and Coach David Carl was not happy with on how they handled these situations in the first few games. When that happened to them, they were turning around and getting involved in it and taking penalties of their own and unnecessary penalties. And their team is a great skating team. And you could argue and say they're the most talented team. They're definitely the defending champions with 10 returning players. They are a favorite in this tournament.
Team USA, bench minor penalty for delaying the game.
And so now we're going to get a bench minor on Team USA. So I guess that'll even things up. David Carl, the U.S. has had the better of the penalties today, but he hasn't been happy with some of the things that have gone on. And thus, we get a penalty, and Plant will go over and serve the penalty. Max Plant goes to the box to serve that bench minor.
And there goes George out of the net to give Canada a 5-on-4 advantage here.
Well, it'll be just even strength. I guess they'll have the 6-on-5.
6-on-5.
If they send another guy out, yes. They only got 5 out there right now.
And they still do. And they still do. And the ref is going to help him out.
The referee is telling him.
The ref is going to help him out.
Very interesting what's going on here. The net is empty for Team Canada. And there's 2 penalties on the board. So it should be even strength right here. And they're trying to sort this out. And they're telling, now you see Richie waving to the bench. Hey, we get another guy.
The refs are discussing something as well.
Talk it over. I don't know what's so hard to discuss here, unless we could be missing something, Tony. The rules are a little different with the IHF.
I think we got it. I think it should be 6-on-5, as you pointed out right out of the start of this. Refs have a big huddle going on there inside the face-off circle in Team USA zone.
So there was a penalty on Canada, and then there was a penalty on the U.S., and now the referee headed over to the Canadian bench to talk to Dave Cameron.
Dave seems a little bit confused by this as he's hearing the explanation.
Well, join the party, Dave, because we're all a little confused by it. It was an elbowing penalty to Pinelli, and then a delaying the game penalty to the U.S. bench.
And as you said, it is 6-on-5, and there's the 6 Canadian players on the ice and the 5 Americans.
So the net is empty for Canada. They have the extra attacker on. They need 2 to tie. If they get this game to overtime,
about this. Talk that we might see the backup goaltender that has played so well or did play so well in his appearance in Slukinski. Instead, they went with Trey Augustine. He was great. The power play, which only had a couple goals and was overpassing in lots of situations, had 3 power play goals tonight. The discipline on being controlled, that was answered tonight. So lots of things in the first few games that weren't shining for Team USA certainly came through in this victory tonight.
Tony, I would say they played a tighter game, too. I mean, they gave up a lot of shots. Augustine was great. But sometimes when plays weren't there, they just dumped the puck in.
Smarter game. More of the game plan on what you mentioned multiple times.
Well, the coach, I'm sure, we talked to him before the game. His words, the message was delivered.
Yeah, and make the other team go 200 feet. And the U.S. team is going to get plenty of chances with all the skill that they have on the ice. It's not feeding the other team's offense. And that's what was happening in the first 3 games of the tournament. Tonight, the opposite. They were very careful on how they managed the puck. And when they did need the save, again, Trey Augustine was there.
The USA chant broke out in the arena and it was quickly booed down by the Canadian fans that are left. A lot of them have headed for the early exit to celebrate the end of 2024, which is coming up in about an hour and 15 minutes here in the Eastern time zone. Under 20 seconds left.
There's another dump in by Trevor Connolly. He's going to go to the bench for a change as the clock winds down here.
So we're under 5 seconds left. Puck fired in. It goes into the netting. So we get one more whistle. 2.9 seconds left. It'll allow me to tell you that the USA, and we'll have it right here on the NHL Network, will play Switzerland here at the Canadian Tire Center at 2:30 on Thursday, the 2nd of January, in one of the 4 quarterfinal events. So there you have it.
Yeah, and they won a hard pool. And this Finland, Canada, obviously Latvia was a team that had a sensational opening round, played everybody tough, and to come out of this with the #1 seed, a lot of credit to the U.S. team. And great coaching by David Carl.
And Team Canada will end up now playing the Czechs at 7:30 on Thursday night, the 2nd, and the 2nd quarterfinal here at the Canadian Tire Center. But Team USA rallying around their goaltender, Trey Augustine. He was brilliant tonight, stopped 38 of 39 chances. And Team USA rebounds from a 4-3 overtime loss to Team Finland. They finished pool play with 3 victories and 1 overtime loss. And as I say, they get ready now to face Switzerland on Thursday at 2:30 Eastern time.
And this is an exciting moment as we're going to try to figure out who's going to get the player of the game from each team. McKenna for Canada for me, for sure. The U.S. has got a few good candidates in Hudson, who had a goal and assist on the first two great plays. Iserman, who had a goal and assist that was outstanding. And again, he was in a different type of a role tonight. He was kind of the roamer, playing the power play shift and then getting an odd shift 5-on-5 with other players. So he basically was dressed as the extra forward. He comes up with 2 big points. Augustine obviously was sensational in that.
So now we get ready for the player of the game honors, and that will follow up with the national anthem of the United States of America,
which I will enjoy hearing.
There you see Cole Iserman. You know, he was moved into the extra forward shift tonight. He was a 13th forward, but David Carl said, well, we're moving him around. We're going to move him in. He'll be on the power play. And lo and behold, he responds with a goal and an assist and played really well.
He did, and he very well could receive this player of the game award, but Trey making 38 saves was probably the front runner, but we'll see.
And painted by a local indigenous artist. Special thanks to Imperial
and you can see there the special paddles that are painted by artists from the indigenous community here in Canada. And again, I like to say, I mean, these are special things. These are things that stand out in your life because it's so unique.
The player that receives it will have that for the rest of their life and bring back great memories of what this tournament is. It's special.
Please welcome Carly Moss, monitor, manager,
so we're getting ready for the player of the game ceremony.
Present the player of the game awards. Joining Carly and Mark are Logan
for Team USA, it's a happy moment. For Team Canada, not so much, but remember, the tournament's not over for anybody. I mean, except for the 2 teams that are going to have to play that 9-10 game.
Team Canada is number 11, the Bill Alls of Brendan Digger.
So for Team Canada, their captain. And an assist in the game.
And like you said, Canada was good tonight 5-on-5. Where they beat themselves was the penalties. So they get a lot that they can move forward and head into this crossover round and feel good that they can still win this tournament.
For Team USA is number 11, New Trey Augustine.
So not surprisingly, it's Trey Augustine getting the player of the game for Team USA. Brilliant performance. Ties Jack Campbell now for the most wins by an American goalie in this tournament. So congratulations to Trey on that. And now we are going to get ready for the national anthem of the United States of America, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Fans, please rise for the United States anthem. Veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national des États-Unis.
Happy